Okay. So,
Oh, good.
when last we left our heroes,
I heard a lot happened.
things happened.
Yeah, I was telling some things that happened last session.
Which, yeah. Wait, my notes. I need my notes. Which are.
The long short of it, in general of like things that happened while you guys were away, after the fight with all the like creatures and shadow people, they opened a rift. A wizard came out.
Has been
I
inquisitive.
like yes, and essentially asked some questions. Some questions got answered, more got asked. And
Yeah, I
I
love that.
believe we're on like a level right now. Like I'm not gonna say we're on good terms, but right now we're on a semi level.
We're alive!
Yes, we are.
We
We are. That
live.
is one thing that we are.
We live. We're all living together.
Was this the battle where there were like bats? If I remember correctly.
Something about lamps and
Oh, the
whoever
lamp battle. Yes,
the,
yes.
the
This is
little lamps
the lamp.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember what the creature's
yeah.
name.
This was the battle of the lamps.
I feel like
Lamp people.
it's been 2 weeks since we did this, right?
It
Yeah,
has.
I don't know.
Oh,
It was the
you
battle
guys-
of the lamps where Mari got like disappeared. I remember now. At least while
Mari-
I was there. But then
Mari did get disappeared for a little bit.
it was
Mari
invisible
got
Mari.
invisiboned.
And there was a brief moment where the both of you were as well during the rift, but that's okay. The cube of force got saved you.
Thank Cube. Thank the Cube.
The cube nods solemnly.
I bowed to the cube and its all encumbering power of protection.
The Cube.
Oh, I mean, this guy's walked
Oh.
into it before, so he's just outside of it
Yeah,
right now.
well, I mean, he teleported into it. It's
Fair.
currently
Oh.
off.
Joining it. Okay, whoa, this is a lot on the screen.
I mean,
Oh my goodness, it's not all question marks. Thank goodness.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
that was a problem before, wasn't
Wait
it?
a minute, is this the bald guy from before?
No.
I don't remember. No, different
It's
bald
the
guy.
other one,
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one. Okay, I don't remember the other one, but I know bald.
It's
New bald
another
guy.
one.
Another one. New bald guy to put on the bald guy tree.
New bald guy unlocked.
He looks very similar. I'll be honest. He has the same eyes, like the dead.
Not all bald guys are the
Yes.
same, you know.
I know that, but these two, that one and the last one in my brain, they look very similar.
They
Unless
are
this
supposed
one-
to.
Oh, siblings.
Ooh, brother bald guys, you know.
Yes.
They didn't get the good genes.
There are 3 types of bald guys. There
Okay.
is the Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Mr. Clean sort of deal. There is the basically any main character from Breaking Bad, and then the last one is like the
Evil.
Megamind type.
Yes. I love that.
You're also forgetting people like Professor X. You there are way
Well,
more. Than
I
3
put
kinds.
Professor X in with Megamind.
Yeah, but Megamind, he was fine line.
It was cool.
Eh.
Anyway, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently.
Our tangent is giving him more time to assess
Oh,
his
fair.
situation.
Y'all are good.
And I guess the exact we were talking, and the exact wording that we
Yes.
ended on was when I asked if he if the name Azum meant anything.
No, it does not mean anything to him.
All right. But there was a whole thing like apparently that has something to do with Zace. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think we should let Andrew collect the pieces of the brain or something like that.
Pieces of the brain.
They're a little scattered.
I know that feeling. That happens to me too.
Okay. He kind of looks taken aback by your question. No, it does not sound familiar.
I don't know this person. I don't know what to say yet because I haven't got a feel of the conversation.
Tsubaki is tired and downright miserable at this moment. Says, "Look, guy, I don't know who you are. Are you here to kill us?"
That's a perfect question.
I wasn't planning on it.
I appreciate that. Okay. So, can you inform us on what you might or might not want from us?
Simply put, I have some experiments, and I'd like to have your mage here accompany me with them for some of them.
Which
Are
I
we?
am not currently or disclosed, I should say, to do at this point in time. However, we were talking of a rain check, I believe.
Rain check. Hey, you know the human experiments you want to do on me? Can we do a rain check on that?
We did discuss, yes. No, he wouldn't have said that because it was literally in the same time.
Yes.
There is a certain extent to the amount of time that I can give you. Tell you what. If you need time to make your peace, have it.
Make my peace. Oh no.
Okay, here's a big question. Can you get us anywhere we want to right now?
That's very open-ended, but probably.
Is there anywhere we need to be? I know Zagra
As
was
of right
going
now,
towards...
we are close enough to our destination. And
Wait, didn't we make it there or did we not? I don't remember.
No, we hadn't quite made it there.
Oh,
we are
okay.
almost
We
to
haven't even
Zagra's
found
people.
Zagra's people yet. Wow, I feel like this kind of depends on Zagra being here because we're going there to save her people.
Oh yeah.
What peoples are you talking about?
None of your business.
This was this is out of character. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was firmly out of character. Just reminding of like where we were going.
Okay. Because
Sorry, I just wanted to make that clear.
if you were leading him to them, he would definitely be interested.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why I'm not talking about it.
That's why I feel like at this point it's like I know Zagra wants to go there, but it's like, guys,
If we have this creepy guy following us, I don't
think Zagra would like that very much.
Which is why I was talking about like, oh yeah, we're close enough to our destination. I don't think we need any travel or anything like that.
We don't.
But so how much time exactly are you willing to extend? And also, if this is an issue, I am more than willing to let you observe from afar if it will buy us a little more time. And I like show the amulet.
The
I
amulet.
recognize that is rather useful to you, but more time can be administered. I get the feeling like we are cut from similar cloths and share some sense of a similar path. The dead, the damned. Truly, we could do unstoppable things together.
Fair. However, again, I I have more plans of my own to enact before I work with anyone else besides our merry group here.
Okay. He's going to take a quick, just kind of, he's going to roll an insight check on that.
Alright. I'm completely telling the truth. I am willing to go with him, but I want more time than, like, right now. Like, just, that, I will say that right now.
Okay. Then tell you what. You have seen me. Tell me when your time is up. Because I will find you.
Oh boy.
And I will kill you.
No, he does not say that. He does not go that far into the Liam Neeson area. Gosh. But no, he will find you. When you say.
And how much time are you willing to give me? Give us?
The world's moving fast. I'd suggest moving faster. And with that, he's going to kind of step backward a little bit and begin preparing a spell.
Not good, I assume. Not good.
No,
Reflex.
I don't think it's malicious. But can I tell what like type of spell it is?
Sure. It is. It seems. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check, or or a lore. Arcana or lore.
Okay. I'll go Arcana because I just think that fits. Wow, that is a natural 19.
Nice.
I think that's plus either like 6 or 9 or something. Yeah, plus 9, so that's 28.
Okay.
Smash that roll.
You watch as this spell begins to kind of formulate as this sort of pulsating orb in between his hands as he kind of begins rolling it around, and you see different sigils of runes that just kind of begin looping around outside of it, rotating, spiraling outward in different directions. Runes that you would be familiar with, kind of natural language.
Would I be familiar with it?
Here's the funny thing.
Funny?
This is something that only Echo would be able to truly see.
Yeah.
In any other time, yes, Tsubaki, you would be familiar. But catch, Echo. You watch as these orbital patterns are kind of reaching out. It seems as though there's gray echoes being drawn from everyone around you, except for you and him. Zace, Mari, Tsubaki, all of them just kind of rotating backward around. Zagra off in the distance, stunned.
So there's echoes around us?
Yep. Of yourself, just kind of pulling you back in different directions. And you watch as figures who had kind of fallen around and begin to move backward as these large lantern bringers begin kind of standing back up and
Oh
re-emanating of
no.
shadows holding their golden lanterns. Uh, each one just kind of pulsing as this large rift opens up and is just kind of beginning pulsing and pulling in different directions. You watch as Zace begins kind of phasing in on different realms as you stand here with the cube of force, and everything is just kind of moving quickly backwards around everything and everything that you've done.
Oh boy.
Um, Before, as you do this, you watch as these lantern keepers eventually seem to break from the pattern, wandering back towards the center of the rift alongside this figure. And you watch as people, as the other agents, the other individuals of the Cobalt Lancers begin being pulled back towards this rift that they had initially ran away from. They just seem to kind of begin disintegrating into black and red dust that begins swirling around the vortex. Um, Before all of a sudden you feel as though you had just cast a spell, and you look towards where one of the lights were, where one of the torches were, as though you had just cast the spell Dispel Magic upon it, and the rift just kind of collapses and closes, with just a faint possibility of what might have been there. Stones kind of scattered in the center. As far as any of this conversation, the only person who has any recollection of it would be Echo. Everything was reset to the moment he dispelled the rift.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
so none of us know that this happened.
Correct.
Dang.
Everything was
Ah.
reset.
To the point of counter spell.
Even the people, the enemies. Ah.
They three of them went with him, the three lantern bearers, and the other people disintegrated.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
Zagra is also
is everyone
unstunned
okay?
as part of the spell.
Yeah, like that essentially didn't happen.
Yeah, everything basically just didn't
Basically,
happen.
you took the last confrontation and you erased it, Andrew.
I did.
Yeah.
And I know
Well-
that can be very unsatisfying. But
Yeah, it really can, because I feel like
Well,
you're
we still
taking something away from
defeated
us.
them technically, because like we went through the battle, we just didn't finish it. Like it went all the way to the point where I counterspelled, right?
So-
It didn't undo everything.
you did, yeah, to the point where you dispelled it. Like,
Okay, cool. So everyone still remembers that we fought and that we counterspelled. After that, everyone's just sort of upright.
and you see like there are smears of black and red sand just kind of across the ground there from this swirling vortex that was trying to break through. But the smokes have shifted and shattered and moved. The lanterns are gone.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Is that one guy who ran away back? Because he ran away after the wizard appeared, but before the counter spell.
No, he died. Very much so.
The guy who ran away?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were pulled backwards as it was all being pulled back together, and they were ripped apart in the vortex.
Oh.
Yeah, it went very badly for
Ooh.
them.
Ooh. Well,
Mhm.
and
Gulp,
well,
gulp, gulp.
it appears that we will have an overseer for the near future, everyone. This would be much simpler to explain. after a night's rest.
I need everyone to make a stealth check.
Stealth is
Oh.
good. I'm good at stealth. Sorry, honey.
Stealth check. Oh.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Hey,
I'm
I
a
got a
stealthy baby.
22.
Wait, let's see. I got even Mari.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Mari's back to
Okay.
10 feet.
Well, starting with me because I got a 4. Mari, what did Mari? Let's see what Mari. Does Mari have a plus on stealth?
Probably
I
Uh,
don't
not.
think so.
I was like,
um,
probably not.
it would be Dex, right? That's a +0, so I
Yeah.
don't think so. So let's see what Mari gets. I got a 4. Mari got a 50. Mari's better than me at this one, apparently.
Okay. 1 failure, 2 failures. Catch. Echo.
Oh, 22.
Success. So
Nice.
2 successes, 2 failures. Zagra rolled a natural 9. I need to check what their modifier is, but I'm pretty sure that's a failure.
Zagra's quick though. Zagra's
Yeah,
always been
Zegra
quick.
be stealthy.
Yeah.
It's quite possible. Here, let me put it this way. If Zagra's modifier is more than 9, you succeed on this entire check. Otherwise, it is a failure.
I don't know if
The
it's
DC
more
is
than
18.
9. It might be 9.
We will
Okay,
find
for
out.
9.
You have to meet or beat.
Meet or beat.
I have to find Sarah. There. Zagra, where are you?
I was about to say, where did Zachar get to?
Zagra's not even here. Well,
Yeah, Zachar was outside the circle. She was running to help her people.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, that's old. Here, you know what? Since it's very close, I am going to say someone else just roll a second stealth check.
oh yeah. Should I
Just roll a
I'll
second
I have to-
d20. One of you roll a second d20 and we'll count that as Zagra's modifier.
Alright.
Just because it would be
Someone
close
go.
otherwise. So you have a 9 and you have to beat a 9.
I got a 7.
Okay.
No, we failed.
So
Richard.
as the clanging of swords kind of begins pulling to an end, you look over towards...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Battle is not necessarily quiet. And I'm pretty sure there was at least one spell Shatter that was cast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what
I think
happened?
there was 3 in total.
Yeah. And you
I'm not
see
sure what's going
some
on.
individuals from further away. Immediately their attention
Oh.
is drawn to you. And
Oh.
there are people running to you. They're probably about 300 300 yards away.
What
they
direction?
Okay, so you are skirting north of Allig to kind of try and head around the town and head towards the woods. They are coming from the southwest.
Ooh, southwest. Southwest. My brain is trying to. That's like no direction. Like there's
Like-
no town there.
Right. They are outside of Allig, and you were heading up, trying to head north around the outskirts of the city to avoid detection. And these are people who were outside of the town where you had originally came in, or at least tried to come in, and they were like, hey, maybe head to another place. And they're like, what are you guys doing? And they're and they're coming over to you quickly, having seen that you were engaged in combat with others.
Aristotle was sent to the middle of town.
Yes.
What's Aristotle see right now?
Okay, you take a moment to check in with Aristotle. Let me bring up descriptions of a custom creature that I had made.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Andrew's not even bashful about what he's done.
No, I'm not. Because I'm proud of it. But at the same time...
Sorry, guys.
Aristotle, as you're going through the town is basically lockdown is kind of the general consensus. If there's any people here, they are they are walled away, and the town is is completely overrun with adventurers and a sort of military presence. There are Cobalt Lancers who are just kind of scattered about, cleaning up, trying to put things together, but the town itself is in rough shape. There are buildings that are completely broken down on some of the walls, as there are three large creatures that are just kind of strewn about across the town that were eventually brought down. But it seems as though they went on a bit of a rampage here. So the guy who was on the outskirts technically was telling the truth. Things did come through and were rampaging. These creatures, they have kind of this thick, leathery skin. They are large size, but like they are large size. They are like on the outskirts of. Actually, they would probably be considered huge. They would be 3x3, is what I'm saying. On a map,
Mari size? Bigger than
one
Mari.
size bigger than Mari. One size bigger than Mari.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, they seem like overgrown rhinoceroses, but the horn out of the face, and then there is is made out of this budding amethyst crystal, and then they have this long kind of ridge of spines that just kind of seem to pop out of their skin along the sail of their back of similar style gems. There is this almost moss-like texture that kind of crawls up and around them, that begins to form this sort of zebra stripe pattern. Aristotle also would notice that they have 6 eyes, in total 3 on each side of their
Wow.
face, and 6 legs. And so
Wow.
they are kind of a creature that is big for trampling and just kind of knocking and causing destruction in each way. Each one itself is probably about 1.5 tons as far as weight.
Do I accept?
And they are all dead.
I'm going to.
Sorry.
And also, we're not there. That's just like what Aristotle's seeing right now. So I mean,
Yes.
good information for the future.
Okay, so that's what they're seeing at the town. I hate to cut and run, but I kind of have this sense that we don't need to be here. That we should not be here.
That's what they told you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't. They said we shouldn't. They didn't outright say, "Hey, if you come here, you will be executed" or whatever. But sorry. I am not opposed to leaving, although I think if we stay, we might be able to talk our way out a bit, because I don't think so far we've done anything against rules of the common ground, let's say.
I just don't think we're up to anything at this point, and we don't know if they're gonna, cast magic first and ask questions later, kind of situation. And I'm really not feeling the going that way anymore. I'd like to start traveling south. I don't want to be in this part of the world anymore.
Well, I mean, we are here for
Zagra.
Zagra's people. We're like right before we head out. We're very close.
Should we see if we can message them?
Oh, we have been, and they have been
we
okay so far. But Zagra, as of right now, I believe what Zagra said was that Zagra essentially wants to meet up with them and use our new base as part of their hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she wants to bring her people down to where our new thing is, right?
Yes.
Can we transport all of them at once?
Via walking and horse-drawn carriages, I assume, but
Can we at least maybe send them a message, and then us? Because aren't we like between them and something else?
well, they're on the outskirts of town. We're just on the other side of town.
Okay. Um. Would us being with them help them out in any way?
I again, this is more of a Zagra thing. Zagra really wants to join back with
Fine,
everyone.
fine, fine, fine.
Like,
Um.
me personally, like, I don't mind either way, but I think Zagra would fight to, keep going
Okay.
this way
Okay.
to meet with everyone.
So, how about we take a stealthy approach to this?
There are
Right?
people who are 600 yards away who are charging at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
So, how about we start running in the direction where we think? Well, okay. If there are people chasing us, we can't lead them to Zagra's people either.
That is what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying. That is why I suggest the talk our way out approach. I believe
What?
you are quite
They're
good at
charging us,
talking.
right? Or okay.
They're
Fine.
coming up to you. There was a contingent of people in the woods who were.
Do they seem angry at us?
Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
mm.
All right.
I do not believe that they'll be excited to see us here, but again,
I got an 8.
They don't look friendly.
Oh. Okay. Fine. You know what? What do you want to do, Catch?
well, I as for tonight, I would prefer to uh hopefully
If
talk
you
our way out, have a good night's sleep, and if they truly do want to interfere with us, I may have a solution or two up my sleeve that we can get
Okay.
away.
So
Can I check my pouch real quick? Is everything how what we talked about?
Yeah, everything is as we talked
Okay.
about. Your spells are depleted, but your scrolls are have reconstituted.
Yes, yes, yes.
okay. So
Hmm.
um
So I have some contingencies just in case if we want to take the diplomatic approach and they're less than amicable to that. How far are they? How close are they to us right now?
They're approaching faster. I would say probably about 400 yards.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
They basically
So
have the distance.
all right.
I'll say
So
this. Let's put it to a vote right now. I am for staying and attempting to talk. Uh, well,
what do
what
you
is
want
everyone
to do,
else's goal,
Zace?
like viewpoint on this?
Zace.
I was muted. I
Oh,
was
okay.
talking and I was muted.
I'm
Oh,
like
were you
I'm
talking
like
that entire time?
Not the entire time, but like I muted myself to eat, and then I didn't realize that I didn't unmute myself to talk.
Gotcha.
um, I was gonna ask, what weapons are they holding? Like, and how many?
Uh, they have short swords primarily in hand.
and how many of them are there?
At least a dozen.
A
Mm,
dozen.
I really don't want to face this crowd. I do not want to face this crowd. I don't want to deal with them. I think that we should find a way to get ourselves out
Is,
of this situation stealthily.
is
Okay.
it possible that they're Zagros people?
They are not. They are the. Sorry. How to frame this?
These guys are
They,
not.
yeah, they
Okay.
are the people who we saw at the very beginning of town, at the front of town when we first arrived. Who were
Are we
like, "Oh,
actually
hey,
in
don't go into
town?
town. It's dangerous."
Yeah.
Oh, like the ones that were defending the town, and the town they were defending that sixth eye land creature, maybe?
No, they were defeating it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the one guy said at the outskirts that when you tried to come in was several of them had burst through some sort of something. They're being very hesitant to call it anything. And it they basically ran through the town, ransacked it, and it's been hard fought to kind of try and maintain presence and order. And there was kind of an implication that this might not be the first time that something's happened.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to stay here.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with this. I think we should leave.
We have one for and talking, one for quickly making a getaway. Zace?
Okay. I'm like transforming into Zace right now. Did Cat tell the group about the monster he saw through
The
um
the group hasn't met up with us yet. They're running at us as we speak.
oh no
Right.
but
I haven't specifically talked about the
No.
monster yet. No, that Aristotle was seeing.
Speaking of
Okay,
which,
then.
Jacob, one thing that I forgot to mention when you were doing your Arcana check, when this guy was teleporting away using the recursion spell, in order to do so, the one cube that he had used to walk into your cube, that sounds that sounds like complete nonsense, but the one kind of polymorphing,
The guy who
multifaceted
walked
thing,
through your-
yeah, it shattered in his hands as he cast the spell. Sorry.
Okay.
And so there are pieces of it just kind of broken around on the ground.
Okay, so Zace's answer would be different depending on what information I have. If Cat had
I was about to say, I don't know if Ketch
I-
actually told us about the
yeah,
monster.
I was gonna say if Ketch had told us, I I was thinking like Zace would be like we should offer our help with this monster, but since we do not know what it is, and there's just an angry group of people coming at us, and we
That's
just
come to
defeated
the
a group of
conversation.
people who were lantern people, which I did not like. I don't want to run towards Zagre's people, but I don't want to completely skirt away. Like, we should take a pit stop somewhere for a couple, like, a day or two, maybe. I love how Zagre is like coming and being like, "Hey, I like this book series."
Okay, the decision kind of has to be made on the fly because these people are approaching us as we speak. So the decision is to either run or confront them.
Yeah, I'm saying
I
to my decision is to run.
okay.
I
All
would
right.
say
Well,
250 yards.
all right then.
Apologies, but like I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, I was talking to a catch.
No, you're perfectly fine. I hold no
Uh,
grudge. So
alright.
let us depart. We can come back at an angle towards Zagra's people. I do not know how far we are going to run. I'm saying this as like setting up and like heading out, like as you know, we're all sort of starting to run away. But we can certainly uh, talk while on the run. Just like, okay, well,
Um,
oh my, Andrew.
oh
Okay.
no, I was had the wrong tool. They are kind of coming in from this direction here.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh,
hearing about a monster bigger than Mari is scary.
Again, my only worry is that when they approach us, that by running we make ourselves look as some sort of guilty party.
I mean, who wouldn't run?
Who wouldn't run from a giant group trying to crush us?
12 people with swords.
I don't believe they've acted in hostility towards us thus
Yeah,
far.
but they're holding weapons and things like that. I don't
They are
need my
approaching
out.
at a
Okay,
fast pace, is
okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying.
So, I have enough spell slots to make everybody invisible. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got your fourth
Invisibility is
level back.
concentration, though.
No, it's touch. Isn't it?
Yes, but it's concentration after that.
Well,
I know you can
Meaning,
upcast it and create more and make more people invisible. Um, hang on.
because I got 2 3s and 3 2s.
Okay, so the highest level you would be able to cast it at is 3rd level, so you could do 2 creatures.
with the 3rd level.
Yes.
And then what about?
And you can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
If
Oh, that sucks. That didn't do me any good.
That honestly, that was like my main worry. Like we can run. Like I do not mind running. It's just I don't know how far we can get.
I
Okay.
don't mind. I don't want to run. Like Zace, I would also take the diplomatic kind of route, which is like, make yourself not seem suspicious. But with everyone's situation right now and how you guys have no spells, stuff like that, and Mari's hurt and all that, I really don't want to get in a fight with 12 people. Possible fight, but
Yes, yes. I
About
can
100
completely
yards.
understand.
Okay. We're taking off, right? I mean, we've all agreed to that already.
Yeah, we're this conversation has basically happened while we're running.
Running.
Okay, which direction are you heading?
I was just going this way because it like seems the most.
it's the opposite direction of them,
Yeah.
so yeah, it makes no sense.
Because
Can we stop
so
and maybe
Zagra's
hide
people
somewhere?
are like over
Oh.
this direction someplace.
We can
You
go.
would know that they are. If I can get to my pointer tool here.
I
It would be
assume-
more this direction.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we
Yeah.
could
Little
go
bit
like
more.
whoosh.
So how about we go up and then we start going around these cliffs, and then yeah.
are there cliffs? I thought this was like a.
Do you
big
not
open
see
field.
the map?
There are some. This is
There's not
upward.
very steep.
Yeah, it's not super steep, but there is upward direction to them.
So maybe go up and around like this.
I was thinking up, 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 take a rest somewhere, then around.
Well, honestly, I don't want to stop until we're out of range of the mob.
That's what I'm saying. We go up until we're out of the range with Bob, and then we
Well,
go.
I also don't want to stay in their direct path either at the same time, because
Mm, okay.
so like up and then over.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
What do you think, Ketch?
Again, this is your plan. I'm fine with following whatever you think is best.
Okay. So I guess up over, trying to get the Dagger's people.
Well, I think what might be for like this situation, like again out of character, especially if we don't want them to know about Zagra's people, maybe we just keep running until we lose them. I don't know.
Can all of us run that long?
That's the only question I had. Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So, I need everyone to. This is going to be an extended skill challenge. Little bit tightened on the rules versus previous ones.
I'm
So-
not ready for this.
Yeah.
You need to reach a total of 9 successes before you hit 3 failures. Once a skill has been used, it cannot be used again. You are in free control of how you use the skill, and the DC will reflect how likely it is to succeed. So if you decide to, while running, kind of try and disappear with stealth, that might be easier than to try and use. My brain's already starting to.
Okay.
Than to try
I-
and like use Arcana to.
Yeah.
Right.
So my my plan. I'm going to turn Mari invisible because Mari's our big elephant in the room kind of situation.
Where's
So I
this from?
That's
I
fair.
love it. I love the name elephant.
so Mari's gonna go invisible, and the rest of us are either gonna duck and hide as we run. So stealth would definitely be the check we want to use. Or does anybody want to try anything else? Because
what
I'm really good at
other
stealth.
what
With
other types of stuff would we be using?
by you can use any of the skills on your sheet. By making Mari invisible, I'm willing to say that that's just one automatic success.
Okay.
Could I use athletics?
Okay. To do what? Just to kind
Oh,
of keep outpacing.
yes.
Okay.
More.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check then. The DC is going to be 11.
Oh. Okay, I should be able to beat that pretty easily, hopefully. Oh, natural 19 plus 8.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Athletics is now off the board. No one can use it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no,
No,
that's
no,
not.
it's okay. My best skill is stealth, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
I'm probably better off with some sort of magic answer, but
Yeah.
It's going to be a higher
Oh, is
DC.
Zagra doing this?
Zagra
Actually-
is not here. Zagra is participating alongside you and overcoming their own challenges as a member of the group. There would be further challenges if Zagra were here, but this is a challenge just for the three of you,
Okay.
mechanically speaking.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm going to use stealth this
Okay.
time.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I got
That's
a 19 plus 6.
okay, I didn't even need to say the DC, but that is more than enough. Stealth
25.
is off the
I
board.
like how we're both getting 19s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you only need to make 6 more successes. That's fine. So
We
as you're
got
kind
this,
of
guys.
moving upward along this ridge and kind of ducking and covering, you watch as Zace and Subaki are Subaki is kind of dodging and weaving in between trees. Zace is just kind of almost drawing attention away from where Subaki is. Jacob, Ketch, Echo, what are you doing?
mm, I'm going to offer a suggestion to the group. Why don't we split up for now? How does everyone feel about splitting up? Hopefully we will be less detected, and they might split their own forces up in the meantime.
I wouldn't mind that, but how are we going to
As
split
long
this?
as I'm near
Are you going to
Mari.
go with Zace or Zagra?
I was going to go off on my own. I assumed we would all, but I mean, if we want to go in groups, that is also applicable with me.
Because if I go off on my own, I'm going in a different direction than you guys are.
Yes. May I make a suggestion of you, Subaki, and Zace as a team, and me and Zagra as a team? Therefore, we have both a someone who can run quite fast, and of course, with Zace comes Mari, and someone who has arcane abilities that can assist.
Yes. And then I've got the stealthy thing going on Amari, so
Yeah.
that would be fine. So you gotta head towards Zagra's people.
Not right now, but eventually I think that will be the idea. I will send
Okay.
you a message at some point tomorrow so we can find a place to meet up.
Alright, well, if that's the case, you go whatever direction, and I'm thinking about heading this way.
I'll follow you then.
Alright. You're gonna have to. Mari's invisibility depends on how close she is with me.
Yeah, I know that.
Me and Zace together as friends. We're on the run.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Jacob, what check would this be?
Yes. I mean, that was just a plan of action. I was just going to continue running after this.
Okay.
Manually make it so, adrenaline goes through veins, pump my heart faster to circulate blood more efficiently.
Fair enough. But what skill are you using?
Um, Endurance, just to like keep going.
Okay. For you, this makes that actually makes a good bit of sense. Go ahead and roll me an endurance check. DC will
All right.
be 13, just since you have a lot more
Well,
going on with your endurance.
yeah, fair. I crushed it without even adding a modifier, but that is a total of 23.
Okay. Okay. As you're all kind of saying this, Zagro will kind of curve over towards you, and the group begins to diverge in a almost a Y shape. And it seems
Yep.
like they, if you look behind, their forces are kind of seem to notice, and they seem to kind of be splitting off a little bit to follow the different parties as well. Kind of
Hmm.
keep in pursuit. But they are still significantly far behind. You have not had any failures yet. But endurance is now off the board.
Okay.
Am I next, or who's next?
Zace, yes, you would be next.
Um. Okay, this one's gonna be odd. Maybe I could use my nature knowledge and like either nature or wait a minute.
Whatever your
Mm,
next highest or one of your higher stats would be the
all
most
all of my
ideal.
next high ones are fives, so it's
That's
either
good.
That's good.
I was gonna do animal handling. Like I was gonna be like, this is what I know
Ooh, are you
about
gonna ride
creatures.
Mari?
Mario's actually slower, if you remember.
Yeah, Mari
I was
is
gonna
not
use like
necessarily fast, and that might hinder you guys.
I was gonna use like what I know about the wildlife and try to use them as a distraction of sorts.
Okay.
If it works, if it works.
Go ahead and
Okay,
roll
let's
me
go.
a DC 14 nature check.
I can't do the wait, one second. 13, no! Rip.
You watch as Zace kind of takes a bit of a brief pause, kind of beginning to look around, gaining bearings, and you watch as Mari is kind of coming through a little bit behind the rest of you, but kind of bumping into different trees and such, and there is kind of a clear path behind you from Mari's in now currently invisible but presence.
I mean, yeah, she does have siege monster, which is she deals double damage to objects and structures, so she's probably
Yes.
like destroying the trees.
Yeah. If Mari decides to headbutt a castle, the castle's going to feel it. Okay. Subaki.
Yep. My next is going to be performance.
Okay.
Ooh.
What sort of performance are you trying?
Uh, a performance of stealth.
How does this go?
Performance of self.
Um. So let's see. Performance of stealth.
Try and convince me to make this a lower DC.
um. So Tsubaki has illusionary magic. It's kind of second nature to gnomes. So if she's performing, stealthily, acts like sleight of hand things and tricks and things, it's all in the performance, getting people to see one thing and not the other.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a
Maybe.
performance check then. DC will be 17.
Oh. Even with my +9, I got a 10. Which means I had a nat 1.
Oof.
That is a fail.
Okay.
I have a fail.
It's okay. I'm not.
I feel upset about that.
This is
Stupid. That's my performance. I should be doing better than that.
this is not like a death save where a natural one is 2 failures. It's just 1.
I get it.
Okay.
I'm appalled at my nature.
How does this go south for you as you're running?
Um, the performance of stealth didn't go as Tsubaki had planned, for she has tripped and fallen, and things have fallen out of her bag, and so she, scrapes them back up, puts them in her bag, and keeps running.
Okay. What one item from your bag do you lose?
Um, an echo shard.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, one of them
I
slips out.
Giving Andrew some fuel for later.
Yes, you are. As you kind of
I'm
trip
like,
doing this performance.
I'm gonna have to make this good because Andrew won't let me get away with just something nothing.
Hey, no,
Okay, I gotta make this good.
mostly for I was going mostly for flavor, but like there's always something interesting going on, so things can happen. So as you kind of take everything, pulling everything together, and get yourself right on your feet, the camera lingers a little bit longer as after you run away on this one shard that slipped that missed your periphery as you scanned and hurried off. All right, Jacob, catch, echo. Zagra is not following you, ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
A speeding bullet.
Um,
But
how
but
far back are they? Are we gaining any, or are we straight up?
You have
Big.
gained a little bit of ground, but not much.
Okay. Didn't prepare anything too extravagant. I have that. I have that. I can do that. Okay. Uh. No, I mean that would be good if Sarah was here, but I don't think that would do too much. Man. Okay, I'm going to try both, causing a bit of a distraction as well as separating path. I am going to, as I'm running, firebolt just some standalone parts of this area. Like, nothing that will catch the entire forest on fire, but will definitely lose line of sight, as well as hopefully have to make them go around.
Okay. What skill would you tie this to?
Um, I'd say I'm gonna give I'll give this to you, like either Arcana or maybe Nature or Survival, depending on where I put the firebolts. Like whatever.
Nature is
What do you think?
off. Nature is off the board.
Okay, all right. Survival or Arcana? Do you
I'd
think?
go ahead and go
Actually,
for
I used
Arcana.
animal handling. I used animal handling.
You use animal handling
My
instead.
nature's a +4.
Okay.
Yeah, my nature's a +4. I used animal handling.
Well, I still would call this Arcana.
All right,
Okay.
fair enough. That is a nat 1.
For a total of, the DC for this would be
10.
12.
10. Total 10.
Okay. Cool. As you begin throwing down a line of firebolts, you do see it begin to start catching. And as you are making your way over, you kind of, you and Zagra find yourselves in a small clearing towards the northern end of Alec. Not horribly far from where the camp, or well, in the direction of where it is, but not on the way.
Okay, I am not going towards the camp at all. I am actively going away from it to go there later, because I don't want to lead these people to.
The direction you chose was in their direction, but it is not necessary. But you are on the path, but you are not there.
Yeah,
there is
you
still
said
a
they're,
substantial
somewhere this
difference.
way,
Right. Yeah, they would be over there. You are you're not there, but you are in that moving in that direction, closing the
Okay,
distance to where that would be.
totally fair.
Um.
So
Okay,
that's a failure.
that is your third failure. Okay. Um. Yes. Ketch and Zagra. You find yourself in this clearing, and there's probably a half dozen more individuals all around. Kind of run up into another encampment of lancers and soldiers here. At the center of the clearing, there are small camp. I mean, there are small campfires kind of dotted around, but at the center of it, they are. It looks to be a bit of a project that they are working on. And you see kind of off to this side is another one of these large rhinoceros-like creatures that is just kind of slumped up against the trees. That and you see that there is almost a there is just this large torn down path that would lead towards Alec from where this location is. And there's just one of them that is just kind of keeled over on the side there, dead. But around, but this structure that seen at the center of this clearing is curving around in different arced patterns that kind of interlace with one another in just different circular strata into this large sphere that just is kind of pulsing with this rippling light that seems to be like almost mirrors on the air all around it.
All right.
As far as Zace and Tsubaki, as you have broken from the rest of the pack and are heading in the opposite direction of where Ketch and Zagra are, you find yourselves heading down, heading up the mountainside, and the first thing that you see is Zace. You hear it first, but you hear just this immediate clamping sound as steel wires begin pulling out from around, and you see hunting traps have kind of been set up around the perimeter of Alec, and Mari has stepped in one and is kind of being pulled in one direction. Off and just kind of making a large amount of noise invisibly. Tsubaki, as you are heading around and moving up, and Zace and Mari are kind of pausing as you hear this animalistic cry of pain.
Oh.
There is a small cave up kind of towards your left that is just kind of this little bit of an inlet.
Yeah.
And there is just a sense of dread kind of coming from it. It's hard to put a word to it. There's just something that is ominous, kind of just exuding outward from that point. Almost as though there are individuals in there who are distinctly and keenly watching you to see to see what's happening and what you are going to do. No lights, just darkness. And you hear people coming up faster upon you guys.
Zace, what do you want to do?
I'm helping Mari.
Yeah, I know, but do you want to duck into that cave? Do you want to go off in a different direction? What do you want to do?
So one direction is the cave with spooky people, other direction is full of hunt traps.
There are traps apparently scattered throughout the woods that you have not necessarily been cognizant of. and Mari tripped one of them and is stuck. Mari is not going to be
How is
necessarily
Mari
moving.
stuck?
There is a
How is Mari
large
stuck?
bear trap stuck upon one of their legs. One of
Um,
their invisible legs.
I'm helping remove it with my knowledge
Go ahead and just
of
roll me
hunting.
a. Yeah, hunting. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Mir Mari. My
You.
my my set.
You.
Or, got it. Uh 1 second. 13.
13. Zace, you are pulling at the sides of this trap that have caught Mari, and Mari is behaving like an animal caught in a trap would. They are fighting it and thrashing, and they are not making it easy for you, especially given that they are invisible.
Yeah.
Zace, as you are kind of going through this, you take a total of 6 points of damage, a mixture of bludgeoning and piercing. I know you are not raging right now, so that's just going to be
Yeah.
6 total. Just as the steel jaws that are clamped around Mari are kind of cutting into your hands and not working with you so much, as there are cable ties that are just held around at different trees that are anchoring it to this spot. But the trap does not go with a 13.
Mm. Um, um, okay, I'm going to use one of the bones from the multiple assortment of animal bones, and I'm going to tell Mori to chomp down on this.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm going to.
Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check to try and get through to Mari.
No! No, it's.
Mari's not having it.
I wouldn't either be Mori.
okay.
You should go on. I'm not leaving Mori, but I. Oh.
Um, would I be able to use mold earth to get something between it and Mari's foot?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Or survival, your choice. One of those
Let's
two.
see. Survival is a 2, and Arcana is a 1. Might as well go survival.
Since you are concentrating on the invisibility on Mari, you would have a better understanding of where Mari is as far as this, but it is. Yeah. I'm going to say that this is probably a DC 15.
Yeah, I didn't make it. Yeah, I got a 5.
As you're doing this, you kind of you kind of get this orb of earth kind of trying to pull it into the traps and kind of push it out. But Mari's thrashing kind of keeps breaking it apart with the metal of the trap and kind of stamping it and crushing the effects of the spell on the ground. Like
Tsubaki, save yourself.
I was about to say, if I take a point of exhaustion or a couple points of exhaustion, can I cast Dimension Door? Because I know my spell slot's gone, but
you can certainly
it's
try.
like all right. So,
Dimension Door can only do 2 creatures, though.
well, I only want to get Mari out of the trap.
Okay. Yeah, you can. You can do your best to Dimension Door Mari out of the trap. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me Concordance.
Okay.
Do you think these people saw Mari as like one of those big dinosaur things, and that's why they attacked us.
I got a 14.
Okay, 14. How many spell slots do you have left, and of what levels?
I have 1 3, 3 twos, and 4 ones.
Okay, go ahead and mark your third level.
Okay.
And you said you rolled a 14?
I rolled a 14.
Okay, that is the DC. So you are able to get Mari to dimension door out of the trap.
Out of the trap. Okay, good. Yay! And then I'm
You do
going
take
to
a level of
cast
exhaustion.
That's fine. That's
but there
fine.
is you feel that there is a sense of guidance watching over you. Not malicious, just watching for everything.
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Mari, just the level 1,
Okay.
just to get them back on their feet. They got healed for 9, whatever damage that did.
Yeah, Mari is still bloodied.
I know, but
No.
at least they're feeling a little bit better.
A little bit. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give Mari a big hug.
Okay, don't worry about hugging Mari now. We gotta get our asses going so we can hug Mari when we're in a safe place.
I would say people are Lancers are probably about 100 feet away from you guys. They are catching up to you quickly after this whole encounter.
Oh.
Can I make a minor illusion as if Mari were running in the other direction from us?
To just kind of do this large kind of push through the grass. Like a large invisible push.
Yeah, like something going through the grass and they can't quite see, but they can hear it and
Minor illusion. I feel like that might be a little bit outside of it, but 1 second.
it does for both sounds and images.
Okay. You create a sound or image of an object within the range within 30 feet. So yeah, I could definitely see within the 30 feet, but would it be the image or would it just be the sound of a creature thundering away from you in the opposite direction?
I think you're gonna make it sound because it's kind of dark. So yeah, hopefully they'll follow the sound of it. Like maybe I'll make a big crash 30 feet away, closer to where they're at, and spook them.
Worth a shot. Okay, you cast the spell, and there is kind of this thundering sound, kind of moving in parallax away from you. What do you do as people are ostensibly approaching where you are, with swords drawn?
Do you still want to go into the cave, or do you want us to just keep running?
It's your choice.
Zace,
I will
go ahead and actually no, you don't go ahead. As you are looking around for when Tsubaki says, "Do you want to go to the cave?" You don't really see any cave.
Oh.
There's a rocky hillside. There's some shadowed area, but if there's an inlet or somewhere that Tsubaki is saying to hide, you don't see it.
Oh. What cave?
There's one over there. I see it.
I look. Do I see it now?
No, it's not there.
So only I can see this cave at this point.
Only you.
Oh shit. You know what? I definitely think you should follow me, Zace. Okay.
If you say so.
Okay. You trust me?
Yes. You helped Mari earlier.
All right. So I'm going to. We're gonna run into the cave, and I'm gonna cast minor illusion again over the door, as it make it look like a solid wall of rock.
Zace, as you are following Tsubaki and kind of, it seems as though Tsubaki runs into the side of the mountain, just kind of disappearing into the rock. just clipping through the terrain.
I see that
I'll
Zace
go
is
in.
follow me, and I turn around. I grab Zace and Mari and pull them in with me.
Okay.
I'll
And
take a leap of faith.
okay, as you all
I guess I
enter
don't.
into this space, we will go ahead and rotate back to Jacob.
Okay.
Fire ablaze.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You and Zagra have come into this clearing here that has this large, stampeded out path leading from it, and this large orb-like device that's just kind of pulsing and just slowly rotating different bits around it at different areas and ranges with this sort of almost like a lens flare, but more just slightly mirror-like pattern that just kind of orbits around it as well. That's just small streaks of light, just almost just shattered in the air around it. It's a sort of containment. You've never encountered anything like this before. But there are several Cobalt Lancers and individuals and agents all around where this is. And there are several who are coming up behind you and closing the distance. What are your actions?
So wait, these aren't Zagra's people. These are
These are not. These are hostile. These are people you are running from, that you have walked into their camp.
Sorry, just me and Sarah are currently communicating over Discord. I'm keeping her in the loop.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, as the two players who have encountered things like this before, but not in this game.
Yeah. Ooh, jeez.
Yeah.
Can you? I'm so sorry. Can you tell me about the sparkle or the gem thing again?
Like the big thing in the center?
Yes.
It's it's a little bit larger than when Jacob last encountered it. But use your description and understanding of an Ithrin.
Okay. Yeah.
It is this sort of orrery and oscillarium of this just rings that are kind of slowly rotating around a central point that seems to be emanating this bright amber light with this almost mesh-like, almost this sort of biological net that is holding everything together, and just like this kind of shattered patterns of lens flares and lights just cascading out around it.
Well, that's good to know. What does Zagra have anything to say?
On one hand, you're the one talking to Sarah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
On the other
Sarah,
hand,
yeah. Let me check.
Because Zagra would not have specific knowledge of what this thing is. However, it seems counterintuitive for me to send this picture to Sarah and then have Sarah send it to you. So let me go ahead and just put it in chat.
All right.
Okay. Can we all see?
Sure. But it's going to take me a second because the lighting is not in my favor. It's just being difficult for me today. Because
They
the
got a new
creatures
friend.
Zagra would recognize. And that might help inform your decisions.
Yeah, I'm Sarah literally just texted me. They have a what?
They have a what? Yeah, that is very correct. Let me make sure there are no spoilers or anything. Yeah, that's too blurry to not.
Don't forget to black out and redacted that text, Andrew.
Oh no,
Text
no, no!
right there.
I was going to, but I don't think I need to. So it's just going to be a moment as it uploads. Because Discord on my phone. Yeah, that is the general stat block for these creatures. They're known as Kuola Kanai, sorry. But they are a large species of rhinoceros native to the Fey Realms. Well, realm, currently. It has not been divided.
Rhinoceros. Oh, whoa, this is a big piece of paper and a lot of notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Sarah is messaging me right now. I haven't even got a chance to look at the thing.
It's all good.
Um,
Because technically Jacob wouldn't, Catch/Echo would not recognize these creatures. That would be something that
yeah,
Sarah
sure.
would.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's the Oh no is fair. Oh no is very fair.
Oh, sorry, I was spelling Kolokana.
Oh.
Kolo.
KU''Kannai.
Oh, that's a U. I thought that was another O.
Yeah. Sorry, it's handwritten.
Oh no, you're good.
And that is the singular. The plural is just Kuolo.
I'll be back.
KU''Ollo.
Sarah says she doesn't know what that means.
Well, that's fair because I created it.
Okay.
It's a unique rhino.
From the Fey Realms.
Isn't Zachary a bit in the face?
Zagra does have a connection. That's why she recognizes it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Zagra might be making a choice that Ketch does not necessarily want to attempt.
Hmm.
Okay, Sarah's reading right now. She says, right now her current plan before the reading it part was to, I guess we can jump in the Ithrin.
Run into the light. Hey, that's a valid strategy.
Yeah.
Best case
It's
scenario
not
is
like we
you
can
leave
grab
this
it
world
and go,
behind.
right?
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah.
huge. This is bigger than Mari.
Yeah.
And they are also dead.
Yes. I mean, at this point, Catch might just like I'm gonna wait to see what Sarah wants, but Catch kind of just wants to stop and like communicate. uh, it's not great, but it's an option. Also, Strength 27, Andrew. Interesting choice.
Yes.
Um, big boys these rhinos are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They are not to be messed with.
Rhinos. Maybe they could be friends. We could have another Mari.
Well, of the 4 that have currently been seen, they are not surviving.
Yes.
Like the rhinos are dead? Wait, I thought they were
All 4
alive.
of them, all 4 of them that have been seen are
Oh.
um, not alive.
Oh.
There are
Okay.
probably more on the other side of the gate.
They're from the Fae? Oh yeah, I did remember someone saying we're having problems with the Fae.
Hmm.
Didn't Zagros people say that? They must be fighting the rhinos as well.
So you want to try diplomacy?
Sorry, Sarah's texting right now. She wanted to know who has it. And I'm explaining that
Who?
it's not really had by anyone currently.
Yeah, no. It's this is a large thing that is in
Yeah,
the center that is
like
currently being operated and put together by people who are you are fleeing from.
yes.
There is no ownership. It is containment.
We can dance if we wanna. We can leave this world behind. Go ahead and like Sarah. I'm talking to Sarah right now, or messaging Sarah right now. You can go ahead and go back to
Okay,
Zace and Subaki. I
fair
don't want to
enough.
bog down.
That's fair. That's fair. We the camera will rotate and pan back to Zace and Subaki as you enter into this cave, this cove, this shadowed area. But Desi's not here. She paused. She stepped away and muted herself.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say
Um,
Tsubaki back.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a command decision then. I'm just gonna have a spell scroll just at the ready just to be safe. Like I'm not gonna openly show it, but
mhm.
sort of hand kind of in the bag of holding. And I'm gonna just like sort of stop and try talking to people.
Okay.
Uh Especially after seeing the Ithran. This is a very interesting development. Uh
There's arcane runes all over it.
yes. And right now, Sarah slash Zagra is to go in the Ithrin if things are taking a downturn. So we can always do that as well.
Charge it and hope for the best.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
So
back.
yeah, I'm going to stop and be like, "We mean no harm. I am terribly sorry for the running away. I was not of the mind to do it, but I did get outvoted, so I thought it was, uh, I'd say, more of a group thought than anything. We were being runned on by your group after fighting another group of shadowy individuals, and we weren't thinking straight, or at least I don't think I was. So we again mean no harm.
Who are you saying this to? The people who are coming up behind you, or the people whose camp you ran into?
I didn't know if there was anyone currently in camp. I was gonna
Oh,
say
there are
the people who
people.
are running. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool.
There's several people,
Amazing.
and they are seeing you both running into this clearing, and they're not happy about it because
Yep.
this is not supposed to be.
I'm just talking to the world right now. I was intended to be for the ones chasing us, who I assume were like
They're coming up on
behind
you,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just gonna put that out there as well. Like, did not mean to stumble upon your camp. Again, we were running from this group over here, and cooler minds had yet prevailed.
Okay. Um, as you are saying this, the others behind you are coming up and catching up, and cooler minds prevailing. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what response would be. Okay. So you watch as you're saying this rather large human. No weapons brandished on them, but you do see that they have the kind of fluid ink tattoos of the agents of Black Irons that you have encountered before. But this rather large human who is probably about as tall as you are, Jake,
Okay.
Catch Echo. Um,
Again, I have that scroll at the ready just to be safe.
they come over to you. Cooler heads. Who are you? Who sent you?
Again, as I told, I believe your captain before, we are literally just adventurers. We wanted to go around town, got caught in a fight between some not savory individuals who were lurking there. And then while that fight raged on and eventually was hard fought, your group came running towards us as well. And out of panic, we ran.
This one speaks truth, he shouts back to the others. Tell me, what do you see in front of you?
A giant arcane crystal of some kind. I can't say I exactly know where it's from, but I can tell that it is probably not something that your group wants out, and I am more than willing to keep it a secret if that is indeed what you are wanting to do, or if you need a expertise of someone who is, um, I'm going to say well known in magic. I can also assist for a night or two while we pass through.
He kind of chuckles.
Yeah, I figured that would be a reaction.
Yeah.
You
And
seem
at
to
this
have it on
point,
lockdown.
the ones who were chasing you kind of come up behind, and they are, as they approach, they essentially take the ratio of individuals here to the Cobalt Lancers are now at about 50%. Like, this is primarily Black Iron. But there's a couple.
Mhm.
This one wants to help. Wants to.
Well, if that is what you would like, again, we were just passing through, and you started chasing us, so again, we panicked. Don't necessarily mind helping. I'd say want is a strong word, but if that is what you would like us to do, I am not really in the position to deny you that.
I think we can definitely use some help containing it. And you watch as he steps over towards a large crate, almost the size of a coffin. But eventually clicks a lock on the side of it, flips it open, and pulls out a long black metal rod that has a lantern that has a lamp on the side of it unlit.
Oh no.
Might be regretting that diplomatic solution right about now.
Well, cooler heads may still prevail.
Good luck.
Is he? Can I tell? Is he like straight up going to attack me?
No. He goes ahead and he lights a candle and puts it within the confines of the lantern, and you watch as the lantern light glows yellow. And you watch as the kind of dark inks that kind of shadow and surround his body move to kind of bind his hand to the lantern. It becomes a part of him. And you see it kind of just beginning to kind of crack, and it almost seems like the human element enters the lamp and the light flickers brighter, but the shadow grows stronger on the person. There's definitely a trading of powers.
I'm just thinking to myself, okay, now we know a little bit more about that.
And he kind of slams the end of the staff to the ground, and the light grows a bright gold, and you watch as the pattern of rings begin to shift and move in such a way that they all begin to align and kind of begin thrumming and pulsing into this large ring-like opening.
I ask, do you mean to do us harm? I am just going to be forthright with this.
No harm. We don't mean to cause you
Is
any
he lying?
harm. Any harm that comes to you is of your own choices.
Can I tell if he is lying?
Go ahead and roll insight.
All right, that is a nat 20. That is a no joke nat 20 baby.
Okay. He seems to kind of be having fun with this conversation. Like, this is almost desired by him. He doesn't.
He's playing with his food.
He's playing with the food of something else.
Something.
But he's not going to cause you harm. That you are well aware of.
Okay.
But as these rings begin to connect together, not connect, but align with one another into this almost Stargate looking thing where there's just this pulsing light that begins just kind of rippling outward, just in different flares, just pulsing from this glowing amber point. He steps behind you and just kind of pushes both of you forward, as though ordering you to walk towards it.
Okay, so I'm keeping Sarah up to date as well. Well, this isn't exactly what I had in mind. Can I ask exactly what this is and why you are pushing us towards it.
You wanted to help. It needs fuel.
Ah, I see. Uh, I am not necessarily for that. And again, want, very strong word, want. I said willing if needed. It doesn't seem like you need this. It seems like you might
What?
want this. Um, Very big
Trying to
difference, as you
argue
see.
with a 3-year-old over, you know, whether he wants something from the grocery store or not.
You don't
But
need the chocolate cookie dough. You want it. It's not going to bring about the end of the world that you know of.
but can I at least ask what this is that you are currently pushing us towards? This arcanic device.
Okay, 1 second. That's, jeez, that's high. Okay. Um, how would you? I'm just thinking of the right word to the right way to phrase it. The master calls it a bridge. Gateway between today and tomorrow.
Oh dear. that that's just internal monologue right there. Okay, can I ask where it's going and possibly what it does then? Before stepping into a device willy-nilly, one does want to know these things.
No, you may not know.
Sarah has not responded back to any of these, so I guess I just am going solo. Okay. Uh, well, not solo as far as going into the Ithrin, but solo as far as figuring things out. Hmm.
And as you watch, it's
Okay.
just these kind of rhythmic pulses that just kind of flare outward. It seems like just bursts of sunlight, just sort
Going
of
into this thing is not a good idea, right?
you know how it looks when a balloon pops. It's sort of that, but rotated like 360 in this sort of mancala pattern that just kind of bursts outward in different frames and intervals that just kind of come out from here,
Yeah.
but made of light that
Going
is
into this thing is
beginning to
not a
kind of
good
sear your
idea, right?
vision. Hey, that's not for me to say. This is weird to you. This is weird and alien, and you've got
Question.
your suspicions, definitely.
Are there any more of those coffins around where he pulled the lantern from?
Yes.
Ooh. All right.
There are a total of two others. Coffin is a strong word. It's more of just a long crate. But I was just
Yeah.
using that as a reference point for about how long it is. And it's just this long, kind of not detailed, but it's a well made wooden box, a wooden crate.
Yeah, yeah.
About
It's
6 feet long.
like a I don't know, a cello case, right? Or something.
Sort of, but just complete rectangular prism.
Yeah.
Kind of like the thing Subaki was looking for.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, very similar, but not quite, but longer. But yeah, similar.
Well, it is too bad that I don't have something prepared, but that might be for another time. This is Jacob. This isn't Catch Talking Out Loud. Hmm. Okay, well. Uh, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a choice. Cause I am not planning on going in that thing. As of right now.
Uh, okay.
Keep in mind,
Tell
this
us
is
what
like
this is.
two versus a good small unit here. Like, there's probably about 6 Cobalt Lancers who just arrived, and this is a camp of at least 5 or 6 Agents of Black Irons.
Mhm.
And probably a
Alright.
couple Cobalt Lancers. Like, this is you versus about 13.
Mhm. Well, I must thank that wizard in one way or another.
I
Um,
was about to say, you gonna call for help
no, not calling for help. I just a general thank you for things.
for things?
So question, Andrew, how close is this guy to me?
They are within 5 feet.
All right. Uh, can I just like run just like get out of his 5 feet range towards the Ithrin?
You can move forward, yes. He's kind of walking you towards
All
it.
right. But can I like get out of his 5 foot range?
Sure, he's not going to make an attack of opportunity against you. You're doing
Okay,
what he wants you
awesome.
to.
With Zagra, I activate my cube.
Okay.
Okay. Well, now that we are in a more stable environment, I would like to say that while I appreciate your offer, and I am one for scientific or arcanic discovery, I do not feel quite as good about this. So I think we might
Decline.
bid you adieu for now, if that is okay with you, or we can continue talking for a little bit before we head out. And I'm getting another spell scroll, the a different spell scroll from what I had grabbed before. Ready?
Okay.
What is his reaction to this? Oh, well,
Um,
let me also explore 5 points.
Confusion and frustration.
Okay, and just so you know, I did set it to 5. Nothing can pass through. Not
I
spells,
figured that
living
that's what you were
matter.
going for.
Yeah. I was like, maybe just living matter, but then I was like, I don't know what constitutes as living or non-living, and someone might always cast a spell, so might as well just have that up and running.
So it's just you and Zagra inside of the cube,
Yes.
being slowly walked towards this thing, but you are now paused because they can't get in.
Yes.
As you do this, the cube kind of becomes surrounded. There are a couple of individuals who try attacking it, and it doesn't work.
No, please, please. That will not work in this specific case. As I said, I am more than willing to talk. We have not left your site as of yet. We are not, running away, as it were. We can, if we so choose, get out of here. And that is not a bluff, Andrew. That is
Oh, I know.
that is straight truth. I
I've
feel quite confident as of right now. And I feel you are also quite confident right now. I suggest parlay between our two parties.
Oh.
We'll entertain this farce. What do you offer?
Well, first, what do you want? Besides us going in that, of course. Could we get some information of what that is before continuing forward? Because, again, I might be more than willing to go with your plan as long as it is amicable to ours.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check. DC is 25.
Diplomacy? Can I do persuasion?
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool.
DC is
I
still
I mean,
25.
I guess diplomacy works as well. I'll just do diplomacy. That's just a straight 10.
Okay.
By the way, my diplomacy is +0, so
Oh,
I
so it
don't think
was
I was gonna
just straight
get like a.
impossible.
And yeah, I mean, a nat 20 might have done it.
Natural 20s are not critical successes. They do not automatically succeed.
That's fair.
I just didn't. I just don't know your stats, and so that's why I said DC is high and DC is 25. Roll at your whims. Okay, I know Subaki technically could have made that on a 25, but okay. You try and ask them what they need from you, and it is laughed away. Like, um, they, you get the feeling that they do not necessarily need anything from you. You are, for all intents and purposes, right now, you are their prisoner. And even though you are in a cage of your own making, they have some control over where that cage goes.
Well, as long as I walk with them, they can't like shove me.
True.
Um, but again, I firmly state and am confident that I am not your prisoner right now. I am another party, as I said before, looking to discuss matters. Now, I believe in, say, maybe not at my top after fighting with another group, but I would say that I am more than confident in the fact that our party can, in fact, do more than survive an encounter with you. And again, your pricks of your spears and slashes of your swords will not affect this cube readily. I am just evening the playing ground. I want to talk. I am a wizard. I have. Mm, I have intentions for expanding knowledge, let's say. But, excuse me for my crudeness just then. But let us just say, I would like to know more about you. I think mm, we have encountered people of your variety before, your group. Um, but I still do not know exactly what your intentions are.
Hey, I'm trying to think of how they would respond because we follow our codes,
Which
follow our
are,
contracts.
which is,
We were ordered to bring this here, to put it together, to contain an aberration. You
I
are
see.
not in our plans. You are not to know of them.
I think that is entirely fair. To the point where you wanted us just seconds ago to be a part of your plans by putting us in whatever that was, or feeding us to whatever it is you are feeding to. So I would say that at this point we are fairly deep in your plans, no?
You have no mark upon this land.
I'm just going to. I'm not going to do a crude smile. I'm not going to make any sort of real expression. And I'm simply going to say, yet. And then I'm going to Dimension Door with Zagra.
Okay. And that,
Uh,
I take it that is one of your scrolls?
that is one of my scrolls. It's actually one of the only scrolls I didn't use during the fight. So before I had my hand on polymorph. Now I'm just gonna Dimension Door out.
Okay. Where do you go?
So I'm just gonna go, the max that I can go at this point,
400
which I
feet?
believe is 400 feet or
Yep.
500 feet. Sorry, 500 feet, and I will do what direction? Hold on, let me look at the map again. I know we're not exactly. Yeah, 500 feet's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially, honestly, I am glad they surrounded me because I really wanted them all grouped up and not like watching outside the camp. So I'm really glad of that happened.
Okay.
Um, and I'm gonna go northwest, away from the Gith camp, kind of towards Subaki, but hopefully far enough away to, be able to start making an excursion or egress, as it were.
Okay. And just like
Dimension
that,
door.
one spell changes a lot of things.
I tell you that this is why we need contingencies as a group. This is why I really liked this cube. This was a good magic item find. Also, just because I assume that conversation went on for more than a minute, I'm just gonna take off another 5 charges.
Okay, fair enough.
Ah, okay. And then from that point of, escaping, going to quietly just run away with
Just
Zagra.
yeah, get away.
Okay.
Oh,
Run away.
Okay. And then we switch the camera back over to Subaki and Zace and Mari, as you are now completely in the dark
In the dark, could you in the dark?
oh, we're in the dark.
of this small
Let's
pocket
see.
covered by an arcane veil of some sort.
Oh yeah, we went in the thingy. I
Yep,
forgot.
yep, we ran into the place.
Yep, I had forgot. 'Cause that's my memory.
Alright, alright. I'm sure we have torches, right? Yep,
I do.
I light a torch.
Okay.
Mm.
The fire burns bright, and you watch as it kind of just illuminates the area around and down the halls. And this
What
is
does it look like?
it looks sort of like a throat. There is just this large rock tunnel that goes further deeper down.
It is a rock tunnel, right?
It is a rock tunnel, yes.
You say throat, and I get concerned to run back out.
That's fair. No, this is a rock tunnel.
Okay. Do I see anything significant ahead of us?
Um, there are some stalagmites and stalactites that are kind of very small in their formations going up, but there is bits of moisture that have pooled together at different areas, and um, a very faint mist that is kind of just creeping along the grounds.
Really quick, I'm going to use the bathroom. I will be right back.
Gotcha.
Yep. Oh, God, that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. So, you know what? You want to go and explore?
Yeah, asking me?
Yeah. I mean, I could ask Mari. Well, okay. Um, scratch that. How about we stay right here in the opening and take a rest?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
All right. So we're gonna take a rest.
Okay. Okay. Short rest, long rest. How long are you going to
I'd
try and
like it.
stay here?
I'd like it. I would like it to be a long rest.
8 hours? You're going
Uh,
to stay in this opening of a cave being hunted on the outside for 8 hours?
Fine, fine,
I could,
fine.
I mean, an hour is still a long time as well, so.
I
I
could
guess
like watch for you.
no, no. I would like because I want Mari to heal,
Well, yeah, yeah, I could stay awake and let Mari and you heal.
and I'd like to get back some exhaustion points and some HP because I'm honestly I'm not well. I mean health.
I
I'm
can do
not
what I
feeling
can.
so good. Well, I don't want you to be out there in the open. Well, okay. Well, you watch down the mouth of the tunnel, okay? I bet you if anything comes through near the entrance, Mario'll pick it up, right?
Mari needs to sleep and
Yeah.
rest.
Well, I know. Okay. Yeah, you keep watch, and then we'll rotate.
Yeah, I have a lot of HP, and I'm not like a mage that needs
So,
like
can we like do a half short, long rest and do
have
like
short,
do, I
have
don't
short
know,
long.
maybe do 2 or 3 hours? I
That
could
would be the equivalent of one short rest, still.
All right, we'll just do a short rest, Andrew.
Hey, this is your plan. I'm not here to.
You're not
I'm
here
back.
to persuade me of anything, are you? At
It
all.
is your decisions. This is your game. I'm just moderating it.
All right.
I'm really glad I chose
Yep.
to
Yep. We
get
we
that
took a
dimension
short
door
rest.
scroll out first before another polymorph.
I got quite a few hit points back. Yes. Okay.
Oh, are we doing a rest?
They are
We're
taking
doing
a
a
Well,
short
short.
rest.
you're
Trying
not
to.
with us.
Yeah, that is true.
You're
Sorry.
not with
Sorry.
us. It's okay.
What sorts of
Sorry,
things
but
would you
like,
be doing now that
It's
you've
fine.
dimension doored away, though?
oh,
Sneaking far enough off to find a good place for camp. Can I ask a question just
Sure.
for ease of these things? I know once we have a long rest, we'll like properly be level 9, right?
Yes.
Um,
And Zace
uh,
level 10.
yes,
wait, I'm
yes.
leveling up as well. I thought you guys were only the
Ever?
one leveling up.
No, everyone would
Everyone
be.
is.
You're just one
Yeah.
level higher now.
Wait, I didn't prepare that. I thought the others. I thought I got the early level up.
No.
That's what I. Oh, I didn't prepare myself a level up. Yippee! Sad. Oh no! Now I should prepare. Now I wish I could level up. I want to level up
That's why I
too.
wanted to do a long rest.
But
But
I want
my
to
question
level up
was, are we
too.
technically level 8 right now by
Yeah.
chance? So I could like use another fourth level to like put a protection over us or something. If not, again, totally cool. I'm all for
I will
whatever.
use more fourth level spells.
do you have spells?
I thought you lost them all. Yeah.
Me, I only have. Yeah, I've used them, but I would gain them back if I got a long rest. I mean, I only have one spell slot for level 4, so. but I'd probably gain more once I got to level 9.
That is the
I wish I
theory.
knew that I was gonna level up to level 10. That would have been sick. Oh, one.
Anyways, well, we have to take a long rest to do it anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just enjoy like picking stuff and like reading all
I do
about what I
too.
would get. It's fun to research it and all.
Alright. So, we're taking a short rest, and then I swap out with Zace.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you swap?
One moment, because go ahead and roll me a d12, one of you.
I'm not.
I got it.
Who wants to
I can
do?
do it this time. I'm
I
good.
can roll if you want.
I would personally say one of them, just because.
You're
Oh,
not
oh,
with
I
us.
thought this was
You're
everyone.
not with us.
My
was about to
bad.
say-
I am.
I was
I
talking
just
about.
used the bathroom and I forgot where we were.
Yeah.
How many times must we say that we
Hey,
split up?
You're not
if
here.
you guys
Stop
want,
putting in.
Jacob absolutely can decide your fate
No,
for
no,
you.
no,
No. I'm
Uh,
good. I thought this was deciding everyone's fate. It was my bad. My bad.
so,
I personally don't mind, so anyone can go.
okay, you or me?
You can go. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Ginger spooking me.
I got a 4.
A 4.
What?
Good
Good or
middle
bad?
number. A good middle number. See, I like middle numbers in this game.
Woo.
That's
Good,
not the
good,
right
good.
map.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay. I thought you just said that's not right. The
That's
right
not.
number.
No, I wanted to check it and make sure.
It's like that's not terrible enough for you guys. Come on,
A
you can do better than
4.
that.
Okay.
Hey, main map.
Yep, I am pulling up the main map there. I need
Ooh,
to take a step back and grab my monster book.
monster.
Oh, God.
Ball. I don't like that. No likey.
Monster book, monster book.
Monster
Ooh, wait.
mash.
What level spell is Tiny Hut, Desi?
I believe it's my 3rd. Yeah, 3rd.
Nice. Tiny
I already
Hut
have
is
it.
great.
Yep, I do have it. I got it because I knew I was gonna want it. Oh, it doesn't do what I thought it did.
It makes a little tiny hut, so we're
I
all safe
know.
from like weather and stuff.
Yeah. Yep, that I understood.
What'd you
Makes
think?
a
it did?
home.
I thought it actually made an actual tiny hut.
Oh no,
Hence
more
the
of
name
a-
Tiny Hut. But it was very, I was already decorating this place in my mind.
mm,
And then I read its description. I'm like, oh, that's so disappointing.
sorry. I mean,
yeah,
technically you can decorate it. You just have to, it won't. You have to manually do it, not magically.
I get it, but it's like, I thought it would actually look like a tiny hut. I was like,
Well, I think what you'd be looking for in that case is magnificent mansion.
yeah, but the whole tiny hut and then Tsubaki being a gnome.
I liked it. That sounded
It was
cute.
kind of great. It was like, oh, I just have me in my tiny hut, and anytime I want to go in there, I just cast a tiny hut, and I'm like,
Ooh,
oh,
Tiny
I'm going
hut.
to my
in
tiny
that
hut,
case, what
guys.
you might look into is Druid Grove at some point, maybe,
Yeah, I get it.
because that's sort of what you're talking about.
Because I was hoping like it would be like an otherworldly dimensional building where it just popped up in random places, and then you go in there and that's your space, and nobody can mess with it unless you let them in.
Hmm.
That's what I was like hoping. I didn't want something like the big grand magical palace. It's like, who wants that? I want the tiny hut.
What the tiny hut? They want the tiny hut. Give us the tinies.
Also,
So
Andrew, are you back?
I am.
Okay,
okay.
never mind then.
Oh. Oh.
Never mind.
Okay, I see how this
What do you mean?
is.
I was gonna say
No.
something to everyone.
Oh, the secrets.
Oh no,
we
sorry,
keep
hang on.
from
Let me
you,
step away
Andrew.
for right now.
No, you're good.
Okay,
You're
bye
good.
bye.
Yeah, we're never gonna trust you, ever, ever.
I can always private message people.
You've already caught him. It's like, Jacob, you say anything now, and you're just gonna be feeding it the fuel.
Meow meow. Na 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 da 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 da. Do 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 do. I don't know. I'm just doing sounds so good. Um. To fill up the silence. Boop 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 boop. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow
Oh,
meow.
Andrew, are you actually gone? Oh, and you're no,
Oh, they actually. Oh,
Andrew's actually gone.
oh. Well, I'm here meowing, so.
Oh, I don't hear
You
anything.
did hear me meowing, singing and
Do
meowing?
you really want to say anything now?
Yeah. Do you want to say? Do you want to say the secret?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, okay.
You don't
Can't
want to
fool us,
say.
Andrew. Can't
Okay,
fool
fair enough.
Hi, Andrew. Yeah,
us.
I didn't really say anything.
We were meowing. At least I was. I don't know if anyone even heard it. My beautiful meows, singing meows.
Okay. Um. Okay, so I don't really have a good map for this, but so theater of the mind it is. Um,
Ooh,
Yeah, best kind of map there is.
Zace,
woo.
Mari, Subaki, as you are taking your short rest, we get about maybe a half hour in before
Uh,
Zace. You notice
Oh,
that there
me.
is this small little salamander that is kind of crawling up the walls, and it has this sort of frilled back, and it just kind of looks at you, and there's this bobble on its throat that is just kind of pulsing in and out, and it's just kind of looking at you, and it's got its tongue that kind of like flapping back to the edge of its head and looking forward and then moving, just kind of
Oh,
scuttling around.
salamander. Am I supposed to want to do something? It's cute. Um, I,
uh, do you know it might be a familiar?
could I insight check? Insight check the salamander. Nature check or animal handling. What type of things do you do with a salamander? What do you do with a salamander?
I mean, it's a salamander. Well,
Salamander.
I don't know what else there is to say. Are you
I'm just
inherently suspicious of the salamander?
um.
Wake me up and tell me about it.
Do I know this species of salamander?
No, you do not. Because it's you would be familiar with many different types of salamanders, the different kind of beasts, but this one has a certain aberrant quality to it. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, Zace.
Perception. Let's go. Can I play? What is with me today? Like me. 7. Sad. Sad. I
7.
just came back.
Okay.
Yeah, 7. Salamander. Hello, salamander.
Okay. It's just kind of there. You watch as its tongue kind of flaps around. It just licks its eye, and then eventually you see a couple others scuttle up around the area. Same type, just kind of doing their normal kind of derpy things, and then eventually one of them kind of
Oh,
flops itself down onto Subaki, and it almost seems to kind of leap from the ceiling almost by the tail, propelling it forward off, and then kind of flops down, four legs on Subaki, and just kind of begins crawling around.
wait, no. It's not gonna crawl around. I'm gonna try to catch
Did
it when
I
it.
wake up?
I'm
Did
gonna
you
try to
startle
catch
me?
it when I do that. That sounds like okay. I don't want the salamander to wake up my friend. I'm like staring at them. I'm not gonna let this salamander fall on my friend. Slimy salamander.
Do I notice that it has fallen on me?
Oh yeah, um,
Can I catch it? I'm gonna catch it.
sure. Subaki, as this salamander kind of falls on you, you feel that it almost has small barbs on each of its feet that just kind of pull into you a little bit, and it has a
Mm,
slightly acidic touch to it.
I use
ooh,
mage hand to catch it.
yeah.
Okay, you kind of feeling this thing just kind of splat down, pull on you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh,
as you use this mage hand to
Ooh.
pull it off,
ouch.
or to
That's a
attempt to
terrible
pull it
roll.
off. Go ahead and do
I
this
got
with
a
advantage.
13. Oh,
With
good.
advantage. Yeah.
I got an 18.
Okay, that is
Was it-
more than the DC.
Yay!
Okay,
And I
as you
caught
pull it
my
Yay.
off,
salmon.
as you pull this salamander off, the mage hand pulls it, and you see that almost this like camouflaged bit pulls with it a little bit. There's a bit of distortion in your vision from behind where it is, dragging that almost seems to pull the salamander back towards the edge of the cave. And at this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ugh. Salamander was not friend.
Salamander was not
Sorry.
friend.
Did you at least heal up or something?
I
So
healed a little bit, but
the initiative.
Um,
Let's go.
you
how
healed
much
from
would I?
spells. You would not have gotten any healing from the short rest.
Oh,
You only get that
So
stuff
I'm
at the
sorry.
end.
Did Mari heal up? Can Mari stay asleep? I don't want to
That
wake up
depends if
Mari.
you need Mari for
Maybe.
this. It's your choice if you want Mari to stay away or to help
No,
you out.
Mari just had. Yeah, Mari. I'm not gonna wake up Mari. Mari just had like a traumatic event and all that. That's. I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm roll initiative. Okay, initiative got 15. That's
15.
decent.
Okay.
Yes, 12 plus 3, I think.
my initiative is 20.
20. Okay. And so that means it's going to go first.
It. Oh God.
Yeah. Just
Oh.
one. Just one it.
Well, you said there were multiple, right? Or is it one? What is this?
You
I don't
watch
like it.
as some of the salamanders begin kind of hopping down onto you, and as Subaki kind of pulls with this mage hand and gets this one little barbed thing off, this long kind of tendril kind of just zips back, and the salamander head that kind of just begins to kind of amorphously ripple as it gets pulled back into the back of the cave as something is camouflaged upon the area. And it is going to make a tendril attack against. Well, no, it's not. It's going to make it. Yeah, no, it's going to make a tendril attack against Zace.
Okay, what's it? Oh, wait, I haven't bared yet.
Is
No.
it a tentacle?
Technically,
Okay.
it is.
Tendril,
Ugh.
tentacle. It's about the same thing. It's a limb of some sort.
Okay.
I said,
That's a-
didn't you have a bad feeling about this cave?
Well, it wasn't any better than being chased to death by a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right,
my
you're right.
option was hard place and rock. I chose rock.
That's a
Okay,
13 to hit.
13th hit, you miss.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
But before I get started, I do see if I can. The entrance is still open.
I mean, yeah, it's a cavernous entrance, but like there is sort of an illusory barrier there.
I mean, so the barrier's up. Can I go through it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just leave. You know.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check if you want to leave. Do you know where the other people who were looking for you are? They could be
Nope, I do
canvassing the
not.
hills.
You're right. Fine. We'll just stay.
Hey,
We'll just stay.
this is your
and fight
call.
Andrew's mom. We are just gonna stay because Andrew really wants us to fight this monster.
I could
I-
tell.
Hey, it is one way or the other. You can avoid the rock in the hard place. The people might have passed you
I'm just giving you a hard time,
by.
Andrew. It's okay.
Hey,
Just giving you a hard time.
you were going to fight a creature from the hard list. If in this cave.
Why did we split up? Are we all gonna fight a hard creature? I don't. I mean, oh boy. So this was meant to be happening.
We'll just see how this goes. If it doesn't work out in a couple swipes, we'll run for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not anxious. I know we got this. I'm just like,
You got this.
oh boy.
Right? Definitely. Definitely.
I hope. Please don't say like that, please.
Um,
I mean,
We got it.
I'm pretty down.
I will bear. I don't know what this is though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
if it's another octopus, like I mean, I hate tentacle things at this point. I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
they do seem to be terrible in this game.
This is an
Yeah.
aberration creature, just for purposes. Here, let me just, for the fun of it, share what I'm looking at with Jacob. Just so he can see. Okay. With that being its first attack, it's going to make another one now against Tsubaki. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh boy.
I'm a squishy
No.
little bard.
Okay.
I don't like this. Like,
Yeah, I
That's
think
gonna
we're gonna
be-
have to run for it.
9 points of piercing damage.
Oh god.
Plus.
Stop there.
There's a plus. 15 points of psychic damage, and you are grappled.
I'm dead.
You're unconscious.
I'm dead.
You're
I am
unconscious.
dead.
wait, you're dead?
I'm dead.
Oh my god.
15 points. He just knocked me for 15 and 9. I'm dead.
Oh
you know,
boy.
I have potions.
You are
You-
unconscious. There is a difference.
I don't like this already.
Daddy.
I don't like this today. These last couple sessions have just been like, beating us
Overkill?
up. Yes.
Tsubaki, it is your turn.
It's fucking. Oh no.
You just want me to make a death saving throw, don't you?
Hey, you rolled initiative.
Oh no.
Zace could have gone next,
God.
but you had to roll higher.
No. No.
I feel like I've hackled Andrew too much tonight.
Hey,
You're going crazy.
the dice are in your favor or not. It's your choice.
I feel like I'm being punished at this point.
I just decided to. I just put a monster in a cave. You walked into the cave.
Oh boy, why do we
You
do this?
couldn't even give me a short
We,
rest.
we didn't have an option. Like, you walk into the cave. We didn't have the option.
You walked into a cave that was weird to escape from dangerous people. And
Also,
there's
this cave. Do I see an entrance? Because, like, I remember walking into it. Like, I did not.
you do not see
It
a
was
mouth
just-
to the cave. It just kind of seems closed.
Gosh, darn.
So yeah, Tsubaki, death save. First one.
Where do I find death save?
It's just a d20. You got to roll a 10 or higher.
Wait, don't you get the pluses for it? Isn't there a plus
Nope.
for death saves?
There is not.
Oh, that's saving throw. That's saving throw.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And
I'm
it's, just,
like,
it's a d20,
anything?
right?
Yep, just d20 straight.
this is not good because.
I got a 10.
That is your first success.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay.
Yay!
Zace, it is your turn.
Uh,
You watch as this thing begins lashing out, and then there's this sort of pink fleshy bit that just kind of, it's very thin, but it just kind of starts surrounding Tsubaki. And you notice that as it's kind of stuck onto her body, these small little quills begin kind of latching out onto her clothes and her gear, and there's just this very faint stony texture around them.
Okay, Mari, it's time for us to go. I'm gonna give potion to Sabaki, and I'm gonna like Sabaki's tiny, right? I'm gonna put her on my shoulder and just run out that cave entrance.
Okay.
Mari, let's go. Mari, potion in the mouth, run out. Is that enough?
I love being carried around by giant people. It's one of Tsubaki's favorite things, just so you know. She loves that.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check to try and grapple Tsubaki from this creature, which is hilariously known as Death's Embrace.
Wait, okay, could Mari, like, if Mari was also pulling me, like, you know, like those like when someone's pulling someone and the other person's pulling someone, it's like a little chain.
Yeah.
Would that give me a bonus or
Sure, you can go
something?
ahead and roll it with advantage.
Okay, Mari, hold on my back, my clothing. Um, I assume Mari's awake at this point. Okay, let's go. Athletics, you said?
Yep.
2 rolls of athletics. Let's see. Oh boy, one's a 19, and I have a +8 for athletics. Yay, my good roll.
Okay, and it is
Lucky you're
going to
mine.
combat you with its own, which it's not proficient in athletics, but it does have a decent modifier. So here, let me just go ahead and roll. And then whatever this is, add 6 to it.
Well, you have to beat mine, right? I
Yep.
assume you have to beat mine. Mine was
Nope,
wait,
you
let me do the
win.
addition.
That was a
Yay!
2.
Ha ha! In your face! I am
You
taking my little gnome and my little dinosaur, and I am heading out. Goodbye. See you
you
later.
pull yes, you pull
I'm
Subaki's
taking my gnome and my dinosaur and I'm leaving.
and you pull it from this thing that is trying to grasp onto Subaki, and you charge for the stony wall that you had come through, and the bright sun beams down upon you once more.
I was so worried this was going to be a platform 9 3/4 situation where you just hit the wall.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
worried
yeah.
about that too. I was really worried like we would be running in towards it and then bam, concussion because we hit the wall so hard. But
And
no.
you did feed me a potion after we got out, right?
Yep. Chug it, chug it. Here you go. I found it in your pocket. Chug. Mari, Mari, you're doing all right. Thank you for waking up and helping me. I'm sorry for ignoring your nap.
Okay,
I'm
and
gonna
that
give
would put
Mari a
you
big
out of
hug.
initiative because it's not going to chase you beyond the entrance of that cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Mari a big hug. Give potion to Sabaki. Thank Mari for helping me.
I need
All of the above.
all
No.
of you to roll a survival or perception check.
Okay. I got this. Survival perception. What's yours, Sabaki?
I'm probably gonna do perception because my it's better.
Are we
Or
all? Is each of us rolling or just one person?
Just one check of your choice from either from both of you.
if
Okay.
you have a better survival, you do it. Or
I have.
you said each of us.
I am
right?
equal in both. I have 5 in both, so you can choose either.
Just survival will be good.
Okay, I'm going for survival. I have a +5. 18, I think.
Okay,
13 plus
that's
5.
quite
18.
good.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
do I
Yep.
have to roll too?
Go ahead,
Oh,
yep.
okay. So
Little
it's just
blurry
straight up
eyed and
survival.
all, but yeah. Survival or perception, your choice.
Mari rolling as well.
Mari doesn't
Mari,
have
how
to
sweet.
necessarily, unless you want them to.
I got a 9.
Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. You were just dragged from the cave. You were a little bleary eyed. You were unconscious.
Bleary eyed. I'm slightly exhausted. My HP is down to 8.
Oh yeah, you healed, right? Do you need another
Oh,
potion? How many potions do you have?
Question:
I have several,
how
but I don't
much
have
was your
waste.
HP when you started?
18.
Oh, I guess yeah. Never mind. I was thinking it was you, but I think I healed Zagra to full at the end of last.
It was not me because I
Yeah.
got
my
on
bad.
here and it's like 18, huh? That's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm heaving. I'm like, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, what did the survival do?
The survival.
Yeah,
Yes, the success. Zace, as you are looking around and kind of getting a feel for the surroundings, there are footprints all around the area here. Kind of some moving past, some moving around. It seems as though there was a canvassing attempt of this neck of the woods, and you are able to distinguish at least 2 sets of footprints going in either direction, which seems to safely indicate that anything that was immediately around this area has moved on elsewhere.
Which one's the fresher one? So I can avoid that one.
Moving away, and that would be kind of heading more upwards.
Words.
You're heading to
So
Bone Grove, I swear to God, Andrew.
I am not sending you to
this
Bone
way.
Grove.
I'm just saying.
You
So
are.
right now, what it is north bad, this way bad. This way is probably only way for right now. Like this way, sort of like I mean, if if we were to head a direction, I would head this way personally.
You are
I don't
just
know,
kind
but
of north of Alec right now. Yeah, you're really more right here. Just
oh, okay.
slightly north
So,
of it. Um, and just
so
like north is where Cobalt Lancers are kind of patrolling the area for where you all might have gone to, because it seems like they did not notice the cave.
so if we're right here, we don't want to go this way, or we do want to go this way.
You're
You might
you're
run into a
using
contingent if you head that way.
Okay, so what about this way?
If you
What does
head,
that look like for Zace?
it seems kind of open. The other,
All right.
if you head west, it seems to be somewhat open. If you head east, that's the direction that you came from. And if you head south, I mean, you'd just be heading down the hill. And if there's people who are up above, they might have a chance of seeing you moving down. I mean, to be fair, they also could see you going any direction, but if they are above you.
Uh, okay, so I suggest we move what east? Is it east? I
you
said earlier.
never eat soggy waffles, so we're gonna go west. That's how I
West,
remember.
west.
Ooh.
Okay,
I always do never eat sour
sour
watermelon.
watermelon.
No, soggy waffles. I like waffles more,
Do you
so
have
maybe
a
that's
do you
why.
have a specific compass like uh reminder?
Yep.
Forget what they're called.
Mnemonic?
Cool.
Mnemonic. Yes, mnemonic
Yep.
device.
Okay, so we're gonna be moving west. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to be moving stealthily?
We are moving like slow
Yeah,
and steady.
we're gonna be moving very stealthily as best we can.
Okay.
I'll. Do you want me to take the lead? I will like
Um.
keep scouting for footprints and stuff.
Yes. I'd like you to keep an eye on the trails. And honestly, my only concern is keeping Mari as quiet as we can.
Because Mari is
So
not
Yeah.
invisible.
Here, can you
I
lead
know.
Mari and make sure she doesn't step on
Well,
anything?
I tie bed rolls and things around her feet just to cushion the fall a little bit. Just to, make it a little softer.
That's why we're walking slowly. Like
And then we walk a slow, steady pace west.
we're
Okay.
just looking for a place to actually rest, like an actual safe haven, like somewhere that if we wake up, we will not be surrounded by tentacles and salamanders.
Or cobalt lancers who want
Or
to kill
cobalt
us.
lens. Yeah, I just want a
Sacrifice us
safe
for
place
all sorts of things.
so we can all heal up, or at least all in this current group. I do not know where the others are at. I really want to team up again and meet y'all. But where are you guys? Where are you guys?
Speaking
Where?
of which, over the last half hour of them working towards a rest, Zagra and Ketch, what are you working on? What are you doing? Having gotten away and dimension doored out.
Well, first things first is I was calling Aristotle back.
Okay. Aristotle appears on your shoulder.
Yep. And pretty much immediately after we like escape and like start going, um, like as fast as possible, and like as we're still walking along, if I need to stop for 10 minutes, I'll probably get like maybe 30 minutes away before. Um, I am going to. Oh yeah, no joke with that reach, by the way.
Yeah, 60
Uh,
feet.
I am going to recast Find Familiar
Okay.
with one of the drawings that Tsubaki gave me.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember. I remembered that stuff. And he is going to turn into a hawk.
Okay. You now have a hawk
A,
familiar.
Yes, a very light red, almost like white hawk, with little more definition of color around the head and specifically like ears going along the tip of the wings.
You notice that the hawk has like bright blue eyes.
Brilliant. And I'm just going to send Aristotle up and to signal me whenever or wherever he sees the other two or three, depending on if Mari is invisible still or not.
I don't think Mario's invisible anymore. Don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't think so either. I definitely lost
Concentration, yeah.
Catch does not know
consciousness,
this.
so and I have not recast it. So
Okay. Um, as Aristotle is kind of circling the area, eventually you do see a badly beaten and bruised Zace and Subaki kind of running forth from there, from a rock wall. You actually, through Aristotle's eyes, you would see a faint arcane shimmer upon that part of the rock.
Noted. All right. I'm gonna send Aristotle swooping down to them.
You watch as they are
And
kind of tying bed sheets around Mari's feet, and kind of Zace is scouring the area looking for tracks and kind of reaching their conclusions.
all of a sudden, you see a light red hawk right by Mari's feet that just lands and just sort of looks at you with a sideways head, slowly like pecking at the ground.
do I recognize it as Aristotle?
I think you can put two and two together.
Something tells me we should follow the hawk of all things. Lead us on, hawk.
It's going to be
I don't know
flying
what
it back
the
in the
hawk is.
direction, in the opposite direction that you were planning on going.
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
wanna.
I am going to specifically try leading them on a path where our paths will, cross. Making
I'm
sure that there are no like enemies in the area, so I
I
can
was
lead
gonna
them.
say, could you pick a safe path? Like,
Yeah,
Hawk, you
so
can
I
like
was
fly.
about to
Could you?
there's
say
no worry about people.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
well, how about we head off in our direction and then you come and catch up with us?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check through Aristotle, Jacob.
Get advantage in this because of keen
Hawk.
sight.
Yeah.
That is a 22.
Okay. Um, as you were both flying over towards where they were and kind of just generally having looked around the area, there are Cobalt Lancers in the general area, but they are probably about 100 yards away from where Zace and Subaki are and headed a little bit southwest.
Yep, I'm leading them northeast
Okay, fair
towards
enough.
me and Akra.
Gotcha.
Like as soon as they start going like a little more south or a little more west, like the hawk swoops back down, pecks Subaki in the head a little bit, and like flies off again.
Yeah, I'm coming.
At this point, I think you figured out that it's Aristotle.
Oh yeah.
For
I
sure.
know that.
For sure.
Bird couldn't lead us into any more of a death trap than we were already in. Let's see, what am I going to do? How many do I have? I'm gonna use 2 level 1 spell slots for cure wounds on
Okay.
myself.
Fair enough.
11 and 7. Alright. Now I'm not so squishy.
Okay.
Okay. Are we meeting back up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
let's.
are.
You can lead them to yourselves
Okay.
I
Awesome.
hope you
safely.
can find a safely. Yeah.
Ah, there you all are. I was wondering when Aristotle would get to you. Oh,
Yep,
also,
yep.
Andrew, just for notes, I am taking one of my 10 GP worth of find familiar material out of my inventory.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
We
Last time
need to
we were in this
find
one, I grabbed
somewhere
like
to
30 gold
rest.
worth of find familiar stuff, so I can change form 2 more times without needing to stop at a town.
Cool.
Uh, I tell Catch, yeah, we really need to find somewhere to rest safely. We need
I
to get
agree.
out of this area. We can't go and find Zagra's people at this point because there's a lot of Cobalt Lancers between us and them. I'm sure there's enough of them to defend themselves, and we can tell them our location, and they can find a way to meet back up with us at some point.
Uh, Zagra?
Zagara.
Zagra would defend probably heading towards them because her argument would be if you're going to be able to have a safe night's rest, they would be able to uh, get that for you.
Also,
Yeah.
if we are having trouble, they probably are too, to be honest.
Like
I mean, yeah, they have power numbers, but still.
the messages
Another
that you
person?
received were that they were holding up, but that they hadn't really suffered much as far as casualties, and that they were kind of generally used to this. Like Zagra's general demeanor and
Oh, okay.
understanding is like
So
So
bunkering
they're
I
down
not
is
believe
not
bad.
unusual.
they can take care of themselves.
Okay,
We at
there.
least need to find a place to set up for the night safely.
I
Because
agree.
it won't be useful if we can't. If there's 100 people between us and them, it doesn't matter. We will end up in trouble, and I can't go much further right now.
Oh no, I perfectly agree with you. I
All
feel like a
right.
good night's sleep would do us all very nice.
Yeah, me too. All right. So, what direction do you want to head into?
Mm, I say, can I send Aristotle back up?
Okay, sure.
I just want to scan the area another time, make sure that there is absolutely no presence of the Cobalt Lancers around.
You can see that depending on how far you send him, you are in a small pocket right now. But like excessive noise, or if you like set up a campfire, that's probably going to be a beacon that is going to draw them to you. But if you move stealthily, like the passive stealth that of the group, would probably be enough to kind of skirt the different pockets that you have found. When you dimension doored, the people at the small clearing there, they did seem to sort of fan out, and there are Cobalt Lancers who are heading down some of the different paths to Allig to report that there are people in the woods, and so they're going to be. You would be able to draw that there's going to be a redoubled force out kind of patrolling. And so
Yeah.
when that takes effect, you're not certain, but like if you wanted to do like a straight shot somewhere, this would be the safest time to do it because it's just going to get more risky the longer you are here.
Hmm.
I was gonna say we should send Zagra's people at least an orb saying to get out of the area of Allig because it's no longer safe for you guys.
Well, that was the whole point of going there, to
Okay,
secure
well,
all of us.
We could say
The
we
main thing
attempted.
right now, I am unable to send a message without burning another one of my spell scrolls,
okay. Well,
they say.
so as I said,
What
what
spells do you have, slots you have left?
I have a one, I have 3 twos, and that is about it. I can cast Cure Wounds a couple times, Invisibility, Shatter.
How many level 1 slots do you have? I feel like you've used like 5.
I have 4 of them, and I've only used 3.
Oh, okay.
And then I have 3 twos, 3 threes, and a 1 4.
Hmm.
Subaki was using a lot of higher level slots during the initial fight. That's why they have a lot
Mm-hmm.
of lower level ones right now.
It is sad that we won't have a fire tonight. Hmm. I don't believe I can do anything as well. I can set a alarm perimeter to alert us if anything gets in the vicinity of camp at the very least.
So, do you
Um,
think right here would be the best bet, or should we keep going and maybe get her out of this area?
there are probably two main solutions I would vie for as far as escaping the immediate danger that we're in. One is trying to make the trek immediately while they are separated throughout the forest to the Gith camp. And two would be to find a nice place around here, hopefully disguise our camp a little bit, and then go to them in the morning.
If you can get us around safely, I wouldn't hate going to the Gith camp, okay?
All right. I can send Aristotle up in that case, and we can be off. Uh, Hopefully, we won't encounter too much trouble. I will keep Aristotle's eyes peeled.
Okay. As Aristotle goes up and begins circling the area of heading northeast towards where you generally have an idea of where the gift camp would be. You do
I
see.
assume Zagra knows more than anyone.
Right. But Zagra can't control Aristotle.
That's fair.
You are able to kind of eventually pinpoint above the small cave that was used to hold the phoenixes, and where Subaki was doing her primary research and work with the echo shards and violin. And so, if you followed stealthily that path, I would say it would be one roll of a random encounter die and about 2.5, 3 hour journey. Just intentionally going stealthily as carefully as possible.
Okay.
I don't know if I like the sound of a random encounter die, because oh boy, are those random.
Hopefully
This
it's
would be
not too
normal
bad.
list.
I assume the worst
Okay,
would
okay.
like encounter a group of them, but I don't know.
I mean, if you roll a 1, it will go to the easy list. If you roll a 12, it'll go to the hard list. But you're starting on the main list for this one.
Yeah.
Let's roll one, guys, please.
All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, also Subaki.
Yep.
Before I forget. Where is it? Rats. Oh, there we go. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds twice.
Okay.
You gain, that's good, 11, less good, and 6. So you gain 17 HP.
Yeah, that's more than half already.
I do say this healing staff has come quite handy since leaving the Academy of Wizards.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we rolling for initiative?
Random encounter die. Just 1d12 from one of you.
Jacob,
I'll
you
roll
do
this
it.
an owlbear, if everyone's cool with that.
Hey,
Yep.
go ahead.
Nice and public. Oh man, that's cocked. It says 10, but it's cocked.
It's cocked, but it called it.
Yeah. Heck,
Okay.
if it wasn't, it would probably be a 1.
Nope,
Sad.
that's an 8.
Yeah. It's 11. Another 11. 4. A 9. 5.
Eh.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting that one. I think
Huh?
it's just not meant to be.
Yeah.
It's
So
one of
what is
those
a 10?
nights.
Okay.
Even Jacob sounds like, what is a 10?
Um, As you are kind of making your way around, you see that there are a couple bushes that move as a couple shambling mounds kind of just seem to make their way around, and they don't seem to be trying to start any trouble. But there are
Um,
creatures around.
do they seem to be protecting anything, or like, is there a reason why they're here? Especially this close to like a main town.
Go ahead and roll insight.
All right. Again, I don't want to mess with them by any means, and that is a nat 20. But I'm just curious. Hold on, what is my insights? 21. Nat
Okay.
20 plus 1.
Okay. There are bits of fabric that are kind of on the ground from torn uniforms and such. It seems as though maybe a couple individuals had tried to venture out further, or these shambling mounds were unleashed and they found stragglers who were out patrolling the woods on their own, and they got unlucky, but the shambling mounds got quite lucky.
Yeah. The shambling mounds are sated for right now.
They seem to be.
All right. As long as like nothing like within the material itself like catches my eye, I think we can keep going.
I mean, deep blues, but I'm sure you put that together.
Yeah.
Nothing inherently.
Sweet. To the gift captain.
Okay.
Follow closely. There's a group of people just north of us, so proceed quietly, please.
Yep.
North City.
Okay.
As you pass, you do kind of see just kind of faint beams of sunlight just kind of arcing across the sky. But eventually you find yourselves in the original clearing where you had first met the Gith. And it just looks like an empty clearing.
That's what I thought. All right.
The
Can
gift said they were still like to the east of town, though, right? Whenever
Yeah.
we were sending them messages yesterday.
Yeah?
yeah, but bad things have happened since then. I mean, we caught up with the Cobalt Lancers. Who's to say they didn't get to them first?
Does
And chase them
Zagra
out.
know anything?
Zagra looks around and points out over into one of the trees, and I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh,
Oh boy.
even Aristotle?
If you can, if you want to, sure. Well, are you looking through Aristotle's eyes right now?
I guess I would be. Yeah,
Oh
that's fair.
boy.
Okay, go ahead.
That is I believe 19, but let me check Aristotle's stuff again, just to make sure I'm not making an imaginary number.
I got a 16.
I got
Oh, 18, 18, sorry.
I think it's math. 12. I got a 12.
12? Okay. You said 18, Tsubaki?
16.
16.
I got an 18.
18. Okay. That is enough. And you see that there is, in a bit of the distance in a small grove, there is a person in a tree who's just kind of keeping watch with a bow leveled towards your general area. But as they see you guys coming in and Zagra points them out, they kind of seem to let it go a little bit and just kind of like hold off. So no, they're around.
Okay.
Keeping careful. And I think
Thank
that's where we're going to
goodness.
go on pause or end for tonight. Just because
Okay.
this feels like it's going to be a very Zagra bit.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why it was kind of like, it's like, if we end up there, we're going to do a lot of stuff without Zagra, so.
Yeah.
Fair, fair.
So
So are
what?
we meeting next week as well? I thought someone wasn't going to make it.
Next
I
week is
wasn't gonna
Thanksgiving.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I hate to say it, but 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks. off next
Fair,
week.
fair, fair,
Pick
fair.
up just because of the holiday.
Yeah.
I'm also cool with like rescheduling if it works better.
Let
with
me
you.
let me check. Let me check my
I mean,
schedule.
if we're off on Thanksgiving break, wouldn't that Sunday be open to everyone?
It's not open to me because I'm driving back to
Okay.
campus. At least me. I know me because I drive back and
Could
forth.
you do it on Saturday though?
I don't. My family doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I could. I'll be on my computer,
I
my
was like,
laptop.
could we all meet up on Saturday?
I
I'm down for
have
Saturday.
a shift on for work on Saturday that
Okay.
would put me a
Okay.
bit. Yeah.
All right.
Fair,
Next
fair,
week's
fair.
kind of
I
just a
was
little
just-
bit messy.
Yeah, totally
It's
fair.
okay.
That's what I was
Alright.
wondering because I was like, I thought yesterday or next week was like weird for people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
bit weird.
It's weird. It's weird. It's okay though. It's okay. Weird. Weird.
Man.
Good.
But the here you would be able to get your long rest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Woo!
therefore your level
And
ups.
now I know I'm gonna level up. I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna be. Oh, I think I'm gonna do a third level in what's it called? Beast Heart. Then I'm
Yay!
excited.
So
Oh,
we
I'm
are
gonna have
getting
to
our
research
level
that.
ups, right?
I'm gonna have to research what that does now. I'm excited.
So we each get 2, except for Zace.
Wait.
To what?
Wait.
Levels?
No, one
We got a-
level.
Oh, we got a 9, right?
Yes. Zace is just at 10 because Zace got an extra level during their escapades.
Oh, also, Andrew, question.
Yes.
Should I roll the item regen stuff now, or should we wait till next session for that?
Go ahead and roll it.
Alright. I got a 4 for the staff, so that's 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I regained all but 1 charge of the staff.
Okay.
And then for the cube of force, what is it? A d20? I believe. 1d20, yes. Which is 5. It regained 5. Which isn't bringing it back full, but it's like a bit away. Yeah.
Because that cube has saved you guys so many times now.
Yeah.
Things are
It
great.
is a good like oh crap button, you know?
Yeah. This is the panic
Like,
button.
uh-oh. Yeah. It's actually why I attuned to this instead of like the Pearl of Power. With the Pearl of Power, sure, I'll be able to, get a spell slot back and maybe even do more damage, but Cube of Force is good for contingency, like, oh, I'm about to die. Click. It feels nice to be a little bit safer.
Oh, here's
I
also the question.
I feel bad because I feel like sometimes well, I honestly don't, because Andrew, you throw like high level encounters at us, like even for our level.
You are powerful
Um,
characters even for your level.
Are you sure? It feels so weird.
eh,
I'm scared all the time. I'm afraid. I'm a coward.
it goes back and forth. I feel like we're maybe a little more powerful, but sometimes we get thrown like Omega monsters or what. I don't know.
Sometimes.
But I feel like it's nice just to be like, okay, let's just get in the cube and walk away.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun. I'm gonna cube. I'm gonna go bye. Bye bye. Cubing bye.
I can definitely think of of scenarios where that cube will be very useful. It
Yeah,
also allows
I-
me to
How
have
can
some
you
more
already
wanton
imagine?
destruction.
I know, that's why I hate it. It's like Schrodinger's cube, like, or the Catch-20 cube. Because if I didn't have it, you wouldn't throw like as bonkers stuff at us. But because I have it, it
Oh boy.
increases the challenge that things will be able to combat it. Which is why I haven't been using it immediately in fights. Because Andrew, I know because as soon as I started using it, I knew that you would be like, oh well, gotta figure out a way to combat that.
Oh,
Yeah. With
that is a very hard thing to do. It's just a very hard thing to do.
Hard thing to do what?
To balance that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But now that others are seeing you use it, they're going to start researching the cube, and maybe it will have counters.
No, yeah.
But like, there is a period of time where you
Make
are
whatever excuses
completely.
you want to amp up the difficulty, Andrew.
Hey,
I know.
eventually you'll find someone who can, figure out how to just straight up counter it, but they're not there yet.
I think I should invest in those.
Um, because right now the only
The
thing I'm
cube?
immediately thinking of is Geladon.
What's a what?
A dawn, so
Here, I'll
something wizard.
send the picture that I was immediately thinking of.
It's like a creature that has disintegrate, right?
No,
I was thinking a dinosaur for some reason.
I was too. The Adon at the back of his
Yeah,
sounds very dinosaur-y. Yep, looks
yeah.
very
That's
dinosaur-y too.
that's. It sounds like something in the game or something. I feel like I've heard that name before. I gotta research it now. Where have I
Andrew,
read?
Andrew, I know you love lore. I know you do, but you don't have to throw all the lore at us all the time.
I don't.
I
I
don't.
just don't.
You really? Okay, all right, all right. Even Sarah's like,
The oh,
that,
you know, but since you are at the camp now, and I'm saying that basically you are going to be able to get a long rest. If there's any conversations that any of you want to have with each other, I'm willing to kind of say you have the time to do so now, or we could just do that next time as well.
It's kind of a shame. I wanted to do something with Zagra, but I also kind of want to get this out of the way.
yeah.
And I don't think Zace would be into it. So
hmm?
yeah.
What? Something with me?
Well, I do want to. I want to talk to you. Yes.
I
But
want to
that's
talk to
something
you.
different.
Oh,
Tsubaki,
Yeah.
could I have your assistance, please? Are there like
Um.
tents and stuff at camp where we can like you know?
They will lead you to kind of their places in the trees, and there's not tents per se, but there are different pathways and different areas where you can sleep in a concealed manner.
Okay.
Sort of like hammocks, but much more narrow, much more confined, but also hidden.
Okay. Oh, okay. Tsubaki, could
Okay.
you do me a favor?
Uh. Shoot.
So I'm going to show you a set of runes I've drawn on a piece of paper.
Ah.
Do you think you can replicate that, drawing wise?
Yeah. Probably. I'm pretty good at artsy things.
Okay, amazing then. Don't freak out. It might be a little alarming. I don't know if you have.
Oh, you know me. Catch. Echo.
Okay, that's fair, fair.
I'm
In that case, Ketch is
rather.
going to open his mouth and all of
Uh,
a sudden, just like his throat just like bulges, and
oh,
are
from
you
his
for real
mouth
about
comes a
this?
big, round like ball of flesh.
Are,
And he
what is going
hands
on?
you a pin, crushes some emerald dust on it, and basically points at the uh, runes and points at the flesh that is now like almost the size of his head coming out of his mouth. Just
okay. Okay. What do you want me to do with this?
pointing at the runes, pointing at swallows.
You want me to write on the flesh?
Can you?
Okay. Okay. I'm getting that you want me to etch the runes onto the ball of flesh. Not.
Mhm.
Don't speak.
Oh,
Not. Don't speak.
Oh, yucky,
and
yucky.
then he nods.
All right. I attempt to
Oh,
do this. Do I roll for that?
You don't need to roll. You are skilled enough as a calligrapher, as an artist, as in your own right, that you can imprint upon this mass.
And as you finish the runes, they like start glowing and just sort of sink inward to the like bile of the stomach that I regurgitated.
Oh,
Okay.
And immediately catch like mouth opens wide, almost like a snake, and like
oh,
swallows his own stomach back.
I feel like
oh.
Star and I are having the exact same reactions.
Yeah, I might just like be like, okay,
That was the
I'm
end of it.
I'm
That
gonna
was
go
the end
take
of it.
Ginger to the restroom. I'm just gonna go take Ginger to the restroom.
I like to imagine in universe this is Zace's reaction.
Just
Well, like,
walking
am I
off with
watching
Mari.
this?
You don't have
I
As
to.
soon
doubt
as
You
I
do not
swallow
have
it,
to.
all this
No, Zace would not. I do not. I doubt Zace would be like okay with this at all. If this is being done in front of Zace, didn't you go in a secret hideout or something?
Yeah, Zace is not with us. It's just me and
fair,
and,
fair.
and Ketch. So
Yeah, I was gonna say Zace would be like, nope,
I,
nah.
I'm kind of glad that Ketch didn't regurgitate his stomach in front of Zace. I feel like Tsubaki is about the only one who could have handled this gracefully.
I kind of wanted to do it with Zagra, but Zagra's
Not
top one
around.
too. Yeah.
Ah, yes, I
I
wanted
feel
to
And
like
throw up.
Tsubaki.
my eyes and like just briefly under my like entire skin just glows slightly and then like just goes back to normal like all right, looking at my hands like making like fists and then releasing them tension like I think that did work. Yes, thank you so much.
You're
Can I have
welcome.
a note?
I ask no questions. I just serve my friends as they need me.
Very well.
Okay, Andrew, I want to ask you a question.
Absolutely.
All right, so now that I'm leveling up, can I redo my spells, or is that not allowed?
Um, what does it say for
On level up you can
bards?
redo one bard spell per level up, I believe.
Okay, because I gained two spell slots or two spells
Yeah,
to
ninth
memorize.
level, you get uh, spells known is 12.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So you have 12 spells that you know, and I believe you can swap one of them each time you level up.
Okay.
So
I
you
also
get
have
one new
some
spell, and
spells.
then you can swap one that you already have. So essentially
I,
two new.
I do believe that a couple of my spells are also inherited through my race. I think.
Yeah.
I
You,
think
you don't
it's
need
minor
to.
illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those don't count for the spells that you know.
Okay. So I can swap one. Good.
Not those,
You
but
know what? I can get rid of that one, and then
Okay, I might actually like real hop out and take Ginger to the restroom and like get ready to go to
Sorry
bed.
about
gotcha,
And
gotcha.
the
the
stomach.
gross, the
eh,
gross
I'll
visual.
I'll go look at Q Puppy now.
Yeah.
It's in
And
the pursuit of science.
science, yes. I mean, I watch I read cool medical mangas, but like never is it like science. I am going to throw up my. You know what? Actually,
The word gory comes to mind.
this reminds me of a manga that I read called Doroi. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Doro. Yes, Doro Hidoro. It's like It's a manga about like magic, but they like the people that use magic like test it on other people. It's actually a very gory manga, but it was so interesting.
Is it the one with the wizard guy or lizard?
Yes, the
The
lizard
lizard
face.
head. The
Yes.
the anime is on Netflix.
The anime, I don't think it's done.
And
I finished
the
the
first season is on Netflix.
I read the manga, and it's the
Same.
manga's done and it's good. But the anime, I have not watched the anime, but manga good. It is very
It is
interesting.
weird, but I liked it.
You should read the manga. It goes so much in depth, and like it is so. The story is like I love the art. The art is so cool.
I'm very picky about manga though. Like I'll watch just about any anime, but I am picky because like if I'm gonna take my time to read it, I'm a big fantasy, but I'm not fantasy gory usually. I'm more
Ah,
fantasy definitely very high magical romance kind of things.
oh,
Then
okay.
Ketch is a
Then this
walking
probably,
Junji Ito creation.
Mhm.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
huh?
Do you know Junji Ito?
I have not read them actually. Everyone tells me
Uh,
about them, and I haven't. I
yeah,
actually,
it's like a horror manga.
yeah, I've seen the stuff.
Yeah, I try to tend away from the horror genre. I know a lot of people like it, but I do not.
I,
I
I'm mixed. I'm mixed. And you know, this takes me to another thing since we're
Yep,
talking about
yep,
manga
I
and
would
stuff.
never watch that on my own or read that.
And the thing is,
No,
Yeah, I
that's
thank
haven't
you.
read
very
those.
tame.
Yeah, this is like the tamer ones of Junji Ito.
But
Yeah.
this,
But just by the way it looks, it's like, yeah. Because, see, my husband loves that stuff. He loves the gory, he loves the fighting stuff, the dark animes. I like to keep my attitude light, so I tend to go for things that are
uh,
light, fantasy, humor. If
have
there
you
was,
watched? I don't know. This is just an anime that I watched that was so cute and I love it so much. Irma-kun. I love Irma-kun so much.
what's it about? You have to tell me what it's about because I don't
It's
always know
it's a
names.
it's called Welcome to Demon School. Irma-kun is about this little kid that like gets their parents didn't want him, so they sold him to a
They
demon and
sold
then
them. Okay, my husband watched that one. I didn't like it.
it so much. It's
I
adorable.
I found it very annoying. I thought the character was very annoying.
Uh,
So if I don't end up liking the characters, it usually puts me off on watching the rest of
nah,
the
nah, you're
series.
good.
And it's a really long series.
I
It's a
haven't finished
really long.
either. I think I
Yeah,
finished two seasons only.
there's like 6 of them,
Oh, really?
or the really long seasons.
Mm,
Either one of those, because I know my husband watched it forever.
mm.
And then
I, yeah.
The only manga I
I mean,
have is Uzumaki, and that makes sense.
mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's don't.
So I read my manga online.
me
The one
too.
I
I
don't.
am currently reading and waiting for it to come out is The Ascension of a Bookworm. This little girl,
Oh,
she's
I've
just
heard of some anime.
uh,
There's an anime.
the anime is there's 40 episodes on Crunchyroll. They are magnificent. It's this girl, she revolutionizes this kind of backward society where nobles are everything and magic and the everybody else gets kind of trodden on. It's got some dark tendencies to it too. But it's really good because this girl is consumed by this disease because she was born with too much mana, and basically
Oh,
she's got to overcome this while trying to bring literacy to this world. Basically, it's
neat.
really good.
Yeah, I love reading manga and stuff like that online. One of the things that like reminded me of Catch was I read this webtoon called Blank City of Blank,
Hmm.
and it's literally about gases like taking people's faces. It's so cool. I will send
Oh,
screenshots. It is really interesting, and the concept is so cool because it's like they take the people's faces and then they start taking the memories and stuff. And the huge part of the story is like, what is the moral concept of like, is a blank, like, a, are they the person or are they not? It is so interesting. I love the concept. It was such a cool concept, and then the concept even goes more in depth because they have half blanks, which is like someone who saw someone's face, then like became a blank that saw someone's face, slowly took their memories and stuff, and then had a child with a normal human, and the child was like half a blank because still gas. I need to send screenshots to explain it because I'm not doing it
Uh,
justice.
that's cool.
Concept
I've
information.
extensively watched quite a few manga, read some anime. Oh, there's this little. It's so my favorite manga are actually role manga that are made from Korea, and I think
Manhwa.
hmm and it's the my favorite one that I have read so far is Who Made Me a Princess.
I've
The,
heard of that one.
it's completely colored in the manga. The illustrations are absolutely stunning from the way they depict the characters' eyes, and it's a complete series. So if you get to read it, you should. It's Who Made Me Princess. Very beautiful. I'm gonna find pictures of it because it's just magnificent.
I'm also sending screenshots of the manga I just talked about.
Are they actually making an anime of it? I would love to watch it. Um, no, the manga is beautiful. But yeah, I love like the moment I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I love illustration, and I've taken a few classes in it, and I have a very fine appreciation for good illustration.
Me too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I hope you guys have a
All
nice
right.
night.
Have a
I'll
good
see
Anyway,
day.
you
I'll
next
send
time.
screenshots as
Thank
well.
you.
Bye.
Bye,
See ya.
everyone.
bye.